And we're live. Time to send out the notifications. I'm your host, Get Good Fox, the commander of Ronin Fox Armored Security. You're in the Fox Republic. I'm joined by my usual co-host, Dr. Sheriff Crab. How are you feeling today?
Not too bad. It's Monday, so...
Do you have a case
I
of the
had
Mondays?
No, do you know what? It's basically over for me. I mean, it's 9 p.m., so Monday basically doesn't exist anymore. It's pretty much Tuesday, so... Nope, I'm over all that. My day's work wasn't actually that bad today, so... To be honest, yeah, I feel pretty good. How are you?
I was a little worried that my voice would be pretty beat up because I was doing so much reading in Deltarune, but it looks like my voice has recovered since then. I mean, probably because I still do a lot of talking. It was just more talking than a lot of talking, so my voice was getting a little hoarse, but it was kind of like, it was not the same thing as someone who does very little talking suddenly doing a whole bunch of talking. It was like someone who does a lot of talking and then more talking, you know. My voice was able to catch up, so I was a little worried that that would have an impact, but no, I don't even think I need any lozenges or cough drops or anything like that to compensate for it, so I think I am ready to rock overall. Let's see what's going on down in Chatville. Chubby Demon says, how's it going, gentlemen? Just getting started. Hope you are doing all right, Chubby. Plantmaster says, how goes it, Fox and the Sheriff? We're doing pretty good. Got a lot of stuff to do this week, so let me go ahead and reveal the stream. And I guess the first thing we'll do is quickly go over some of the news. So unfortunately, there isn't really much in the way of BattleTech news. There's some tabletop news, but you know, I don't play tabletop, so you know, not a whole lot to say in regards to that. But in terms of quick channel news, I did choose the Marauder as the next guide. So the next guide will be following the Marauder. I've already done the research for it. I might do a little bit of amendments to the research, but the lore for the Marauder is actually quite extensive. I thought that, you know, maybe that's not a surprise just because it is a famous mech. The problem is that compared to other famous mechs like the Shadowhawk, it has a lot more lore overall, quite a bit. There's currently a poll running, which is checking the opinion of people, what they think the Marauder's threat level is. And these don't necessarily inform my final decision. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they are the thing that tips me one way or the other, but if I just disagree with what people think about it, it does give me an idea of what to expect. If, like, you know, is this going to be a somewhat controversial decision? Should I be prepared to justify a controversial explanation or something? But it is very useful for me to get a hang of what exactly people feel about it. But that's the news for the Marauder. As far as scheduling goes, tomorrow I will be finishing up Deltarune, the primary storyline. I may go back and play some more, but not this week. So Deltarune tomorrow, I don't care if it takes 5 hours to get through the last bit of the story. I don't think it will, but it will be through that. Then starting on the 11th, Wednesday, Stellar Blade should be out unless I miscalculated, and that'll be the Stellar Blade X Nikkei crossover event. And then on Saturday, I'll be back on MechWarrior 5. The Sheriff may or may not be available for it. If he's not available for it, then I will just run solo. If he is available, then, you know, you can see him there. So we got a pretty packed schedule this week overall. Oh, and there's one last piece of news. So I went ahead and I have a... Oh, I can't show it because we're not in a industrial hub. But I did download another mod for MechWarrior 5. And what this mod's purpose is to keep the show running so that we don't get stuck looking for a specific mech. And we don't get stuck looking for specific weapons if I want to kind of try out a build to see if the build is good. It doesn't change the statistics of anything, so the weapons will still perform the same way, the mechs will still perform the same way, but it will let us buy mechs specifically that we want at a upcharged price. Like, it's not all free. You have to pay more, as well as weapons that we want. So I will use that to ensure that we are able to constantly get new mechs in order to keep the show running, as well as to try some of your builds that we just haven't been able to try because we either didn't have the mech that you requested or I didn't have the weapons that you requested. So that will be the purpose of that. Plus, there are a few builds I want to try. I want to try the quadruple binary laser, like honestly try it. But in order to honestly try the quadruple binary laser build, we do need to have tier 5 binary lasers, you know, the most heat efficient versions, the highest damage versions, the highest range versions, and then the full suite of upgrades in order to really see how good or how bad, if the binary laser really has potential or not. That's kind of the goal that we'll be doing. I'll show you how it works later on, though. Dara coming in with 20 gift memberships. They went to Hugo, Sean, Taco, the plant... What? That was the plant master making a comment in between. Jaden, Hers, Brooder, Bling, Phil, Fenrir, Morty, King Tiger, Darth, Strikey... 81, Kagaku Ryu, oh, he's in the Discord. Sasha, Totally Not a Demon, Kenny, Sock the Rat, Andreas, Mark, Thaddeus, and Dara says, good afternoon, Fox Sheriff and company. Let's see how the viewer builds go. The quad laser for binary is great. Well, we'll see when we actually get it loaded up. The plant master says, I hope to see my Shadowhawk be used. Yeah, I will, even if I have to jump into a lighter difficulty mission, because the Shadowhawk is a bit... I wouldn't say you can't use it in 100 difficulty, but, you know, we got to punch pretty hard against some of these enemies. But thank you very much for all of those gift memberships, Mr. Dara, and congratulations to anyone who received one. Thank you very much once again. But we have a pretty heavyweight mission right off the bat. We're going to be taking out the Thumpers. This is a level 100 mission, so what you generally accept as the highest difficulty. Technically, there is a mission with 120 difficulty. I don't think it lives up to the hype, but, you know, otherwise, this is what you would consider the highest difficulty. Not necessarily, though, because the Thumpers, while they're tough, they're not as tough as the Wolf Gooners. So the Thumpers, you know, this is one notch below. We know the Thumpers are going to be here, though, because of the payout of 10 million C-bills. That is unusually high, whereas this one is paying about 5 million C-bills. That's much more normal. So this gives me a strong reason to believe that the Thumpers are going to appear as enemies here. So this is for the independents. They don't really care for us much, but we're mainly doing this for the bounty hunter credit, and plus the big time payout, the 10 million C-bills, is going to compensate for that anyways. So let's go ahead and take some salvage. 21 is not fantastic, but, you know, what can you do? This, oh, I should have read the statistics on it. So this is a garrison duty, so that should make it even easier. And it looks like it's a Tourmaline battlefield. Yeah, Tourmaline Desert. So, pretty neutral battlefield. So, oh, we do have some new mechs to try out. I have a mech from some mechs from Chubby Demon to try out. The first one we're going to be trying out is, let me see. I'm going to try out this one. This is Chubby Demon's Lazarus. With his custom paint scheme that conveniently turned out to be very similar to the channel paint scheme. His Lazarus custom Corsair has a pair of AC-5 rapid fire, a pair of large pulse lasers, and an anti-missile system, and a arena assault fist. And then an entire arsenal, an entire armory of AC-5 ammo, appropriate due to the rapid fire nature of AC-5 rapid fire. Overall, it could be interesting. I'm interested in seeing how it works. Interested in seeing how it goes. Let me assign its weapon groups real fast. That's something I should do. I don't think I would ever want to do... Yeah, I potentially might want to fire those single fire, so we'll do that. Okay, so I'm going to take the Corsair LZ, the Lazarus. You're gonna do... Oh, you're doing my secret mech that I can't talk about until when I eventually use it. So...
Should I get rid of this one then?
You can use it if you want. It's not a big deal. Don't forget to try out Corgi's mech, though.
Do we use Corgis instead? I'll use Corgis instead.
You can use whatever you want. It's like...
Nah, I'll use Corgis. To hell with it. Let's get this out of the way.
What do I want to put them in?
Let's get out of the way on a difficulty 100 mission against Mercs. That's exactly the time to use this mech. I can think of no better time, in fact.
Let's just do this. Like, this is like Big Boys Club.
This is chunkymechs.com.
Yeah, I cheated with that other mech. Like, I did the maximum spurgery for it.
Commander,
Yeah, I just noticed that. I will come back to it.
from the position marked on your tactical display.
I'll let you run it
Enemy
first.
forces are advancing on their position, and we are the only friendly forces present in the area. Time to earn our pay.
All right, so first mission of the day. Let's see how this goes. I mean, I have a good feeling about this. Normally, I'm not a big fan of the Corsair, the Lazarus. This is the original Corsair. No, it's not. The Lazarus is the new one model. The Privateer is the original model. So I'm actually not too familiar with the Lazarus. So I'm gonna come to the Lazarus with an open mind. Like overall, I think 2 AC-5 rapid fire and 2 large pulse lasers. In my opinion, that doesn't sound too bad. You know what? I want a second group. There we go.
I'm glad to see this thing's sort of somewhat
But don't get comfortable.
themed, at least.
Have been reported in the area.
So we've got a blackjack coming in, a light tank, a panther. I don't know if we need that blackjack or not, but there are some blackjacks we still need.
Where is it?
New target, Phoenix Hawk.
Not sure. It sounds familiar, so if I had to guess, I would say that is not one of the ones we needed.
Commander, an unknown
Nope.
dropship
Oh,
is
it's mercenary
approaching the
time.
area.
Well, I'm
I
falling
didn't think they
back.
would land already. Oh, right on top of us. Okay, of course they are.
Maybe they'll attack the
Right.
base instead of us. That could be nice.
I'll tell you what, they're landing in a really annoying place because these guys are coming. Yeah, I hope those red guys, the guys behind us.
Let's
don't
see if
attack us.
maybe they'll attack the base instead.
New target, King Crab.
Yeah, okay.
I'm going on the Cyclops just because it is a bit more lightly armored.
I'm gonna just try and get behind this king crab, I think.
They are really letting one of our guys have it, so I'm going
King
to...
crab dead.
New target, Victor.
I cannot get a clear sight.
Okay, I disabled his arm, so I'm going to switch to that stalker. Actually, never mind. He's like right in front of my face.
Incoming missile.
Oh, I am getting shot in the back.
New target.
Stalker's down a leg.
Heat critical.
Oh my god. Oh wait, I'm shooting at a different target. I'm like, why are you not dead?
Destroyed.
I'm like riding the red line on my heat.
Yeah, mercenary's dead.
So I got a really heavy damage on my right torso. Does that matter? It does matter. Then I'll lose my 2 large pulse lasers.
That may lead the attack then, I guess.
New target, Vulcan. Target acquired.
The cicada's not too big of a deal. Yeah, as long as I don't get their attention for basically the rest of this battle, I should be okay.
My rear armor's damaged, but my forward armor's pretty much perfectly intact, to be honest, apart from a little bit of yellow.
Is converging on your position, Commander. Stay frosty.
This mech is a little hotter than I was expecting it to be.
Target destroyed.
I guess it's easy to forget just how hot those large pulse lasers can get.
They're really hot, actually.
But I've got plenty of ammo with the AC-5, so I can stay in the back and just start, like, wasting people at a distance.
Where's that king crab has LRMs and he's not interested in attacking the tank over in the corner?
You could clearly tell the difference on the
New target,
thumpers, though. Like, the stuff the thumpers dropped, I mean, I'm not saying it was, like, easy stuff, but it was nowhere near as bad as what the Wolf Dragoons can drop. Oh, they're both grasshoppers?
Target received. Focusing our fire on target.
Target acquired.
I'm just gonna get that tank real fast. I'm tired of seeing it.
Yeah, it's annoying me too, actually.
Target
All right, tank is
destroyed.
down. A demolisher tank over there.
Get one of these guys' legs done.
All right, I got the
Now the other-
demolisher tank.
Target acquired.
Coordinating our attack.
Additional hostiles have been dispatched. They're heading your way.
Target destroyed.
I like that even though this thing has recoil, it compensates by time you fire the next shot. So like, even though it's a little jerky looking, it's still it's fine.
We're about halfway through.
New target.
Yeah, I'm
commanded.
guessing they're gonna have one last
That King
really
Crab car is
nasty.
going to die. We probably need to get that thing out of here.
Where is it?
It's like forward armor is completely destroyed.
Okay, I will tell him to hold over there.
They're actually just gunning for him as well.
Mayday! Component!
Oh.
There he's gone.
Need defensive support!
Oh, and then they just got my arm.
Looks like you've got their attention.
Oh well,
I'm sure
you know, I can
multiple
always get more
hostiles
stuff.
incoming on your
And if he
position.
dies, I can always get more
Good
bodies.
kill, Commander. That mech
I'm
is
gonna drop ship.
critical.
He's going inside the base, let's
Hostile
forget about
coming in.
Right in the well, it's okay if they're in the base. The base can take damage.
The King Crab probably didn't even lose a single weapon either because it got cored out, and it's all none of his weapons were in the center torso at all.
Well, now I don't
Yeah,
have to.
but the base-
I don't have to worry about positioning them. Is what that means. I still have a lot of ammo on my rapid fire. I still have like over 200 rounds. It might not survive the rest of this battle, though. I will say that.
Holding at nav point. Copy. Target.
Okay. The base is okay for the moment.
Yeah, I'm not interested in it at all. I'm gonna try and clear out the guys that are around us. What was that?
Target identified.
Well, now that I already lost that weapon there, I kind of like my armor is still sufficient to like
Damage
to
the
fight.
facilities is minor at the moment, Commander. But we cannot allow such damage to cascade.
I'm about to say this guy must be elite. He is just eating ammo right now.
Oh, actually, overheated. Wow.
You can tell this is an elite pilot. He is just eating ammo.
Ooh, that's a nice
Look, they've done like
hit.
1% of damage to the base since then.
Priority target received.
Wow! You just opened my center torso. Nice.
I guess I'm just gonna start. This guy's an elite too. This guy's gonna use like all my ammo to kill.
Copy.
Like these elite pilots reduce damage by such a huge quantity. All right, here we go. This is literally going to be the Metal Gear Rising Revengeance part.
Well placed kill shot.
Oh, you got
Oh,
somebody?
I'm gonna die. Holy crap, that just went down to me.
With additional bogies, Commander.
Wow, I was like completely healthy as well. Although I did just tank about 4 waves of enemies.
He's going to kill me. Like I don't have the firepower to push through his like ridiculous elite defense.
He's
Oh,
soon
maybe
dead
not,
as
maybe
well.
not, maybe not, maybe not.
Destroying. Check your
We got him. We got him.
Oh my god, look at the lances coming in as well. They're the last 3.
The Stalker is the biggest threat. Although I'm gonna run out of ammo.
I'm just gonna go for it.
I'm gonna use the rest of my ammo on. Oh, they got me.
Can you switch to this other guy? No.
No, not once you go down.
Ah, damn it. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna live long enough to do much here with the suit. We'll see.
I'll be surprised if you have the ammo to complete it.
I have a lot of ammo actually.
Left arm lost.
Really? Ah, yeah, he's getting cooked.
He's the AC-20 model, so I don't think it's too. Or no, he's an LBX. I can't remember what he has.
Oh, how are you running away from me?
Here
Yes,
comes
don't-
the
you don't see
world's
me.
biggest ambush.
You don't see me.
Oh,
Oh no, he turned.
No, I've lost
Wow.
comms with the commander. Does
He actually was
anyone
like
have eyes on him?
probably 1 health as well.
what do they mean? Like, I've been down for... Oh, that was your mech? Okay, we'll redo that
Yeah.
one. So, we tried out those mechs. So, like, those mechs... Like, this mech, the issue with it was that it overheated too quickly. So, what we're going to do is... Let me go ahead and just... We'll reload that one.
2,000
Back at
damage,
town.
though.
So, yeah.
2,000 damage is crazy.
So the issue with this mech was that it does not have the heat performance that we need in order to push through them. So what I'm gonna do is redesign this one. All right, let's just go right over here, and what we'll do is we will readjust that.
Are we done with the king crab car? I think I need something that just kills.
Well, I
wonder,
mean,
do we or do I need to run that again with the same mechs?
well, we need to use the viewer mechs. Like the most important thing is that
True,
we use.
true.
We got to use the viewer mechs. So in the last battle we used where is it? So this was Chubby's Lazarus model, and I think it has some good ideas. Of course it didn't save any of my names as usual. So what we need to do is we definitely are having a issue on heat. So what I want to try out is let me just add in a bunch of heat sinks. Yeah, what if we just add in more heat sinks? And what am I going to do with that? The AMS is an interesting idea. What do I just put a knuckle on? There. So we're gonna. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna downgrade from the Arena Fist into a knuckle. That's gonna free up an additional 5 tons, and we just put on basically 5 more heat sinks. I still don't think that's enough, to be totally honest. But let's try it like this. It's got an extra 0.7 heat sinking. That still might not be enough on God.
To be honest, it's one of those mechs that doesn't have a lot of like space to add stuff on, especially when you're taking up like full legs and a full torso, half torso.
There's also an issue
With
of
ammo.
like there's also an issue of like critical slots. Like we're just
That's what
getting
I'm saying,
we're
yeah.
getting like eaten up by critical slots. What if I do?
Like 6 are taken
I
up
got
by
an
ammo.
idea. What if
the
we
torsos.
do this? Let's put in a pair of medium pulse lasers. And then I'll knock out some of these regular heat sinks, and just because like it basically double heat sinks are not very efficient in terms of you know, their critical space. So, you know, maybe we can get a little bit more out of it. And then even these, like, let me, in fact, actually, that might be too much. Like, that might be fine, because then I don't think heat is going to be an issue anymore. So let's try this. So what we're going to do is we're trying to eke out a bit more heat, and we're doing a pretty good job there. I mean, trying to squeeze a little more efficiency out of it, and then by going to 2 medium pulse lasers, that's technically still a decent bit of damage. This thing does 15 damage, these do 7.8 each. So, you know, like, a little bit less range, but I kind of feel like 2 AC5s and a large pulse laser is pretty respectable range. So let's give that a shot, and then we will rename this into the Recustom. So when a mech is recustom, that means that we have tried it, and then we are giving it another shot.
Yeah.
Meme Connoisseur says it was a valiant effort. I mean, we fought it out. Like, I don't have a problem fighting it out. William says, cool, I was finally able to catch you streaming. Found you a little less than a week ago, and am binge watching the series up to 30. God, that is a lot of episodes. That is a lot of episodes.
We're on 27, I think, now.
Okay, same thing. We're going to... Wait. Okay, the Corsair needed to finish. So we're going to put this in. Same thing, but I'm just going to... We're going to try the recustomized version of that mech. So this is the chubby recustom. And then what did I... We put in the King Crabs, right?
Yeah, they kind of sucked. To be honest.
They weren't it.
No.
Okay,
What about
so
the Kaiju?
Put the Kaiju in. Yeah, we could do that. Well, let's just use the exact same thing. Like, you know, that
Okay,
way...
yeah.
I just
Sure,
want to
sure,
I want to
sure,
do the exact same thing.
Okay, sounds good. Let's
It's
do
like
it. Fair test.
it's a controlled experiment.
Science and all that. I'm a scientist.
Chubby says he was
Promise.
thinking maybe ER lasers instead of large pulse lasers. That could also be an idea. But the thing
then
is,
what are you
we
gonna
don't use large pulse laser frequently enough. I mean, I don't have a problem trying out large pulse laser because it's not a weapon I would usually use. So let me redo my weapon groups. The AC
And to be honest,
large.
You
pulse
never get
laser.
close enough with the Corsair to ever do melee damage, so maybe the Arena Fist is kind of not useful anyway.
I mean, it could if the heat was fine, it could have been good, but it's not
Yeah.
good at the expense of the heat.
Definitely not. Right, let's see.
So this
I mean, I
model
didn't-
is a lot less ambitious. The double pulse lasers was pretty ambitious, so this one is more sensible. But you know, yeah, we lost one of the pulse lasers. But like I said, I think if once they get up close, 2 medium pulse lasers is still going to be pretty good.
Prepare for incoming hostiles.
I know, because I've put 4 onto a Annihilator before, and it was pretty spicy, to be honest.
4 large pulse lasers? Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, it was pretty effective, but it was spicy.
That's funny. That's what the clan's Rifleman 2C. One of its variants is 4 large pulse lasers, but it's 65 tons.
An unknown dropship
yes,
is
I forgot about
approaching
this.
the area. Beyond the
So this
lookout.
time, let's just see if we can like. I don't think we're gonna be able to kill any of these guys because they're just squirreling around like a bunch of assholes.
Something's got ECM, I think that's Stalker.
All right, let's do this.
Commander,
I said, we'll try to get behind
Rematch!
One of them,
in right on top
one of them
of you.
quickly.
New target.
I'm just gonna put them on the King Crab.
Right, then I'm going for the Stalker.
These bogeys are getting uncomfortably close to our
Okay,
building.
he's down.
Get them away from us.
Don't know what I'm shooting at, but I'm holding the trigger down.
Stalker dead.
He's down.
Destroyed.
That Victor's nearly dead. I ran out of heat though. Yeah, that was quick.
Okay, this is just a Panther.
Target
Damn, we
destroyed.
wasted them this time.
Yeah, I think I positioned myself a lot better as well, getting right behind them.
And I didn't overheat. That's good.
That was the main thing.
Welcome to our homestead.
I need to kind of push the mech a little harder though to see if I would eventually overheat. I mean, I'm like triggers down right now. I'm just holding all of my mouse buttons down. Yeah, it seems like eventually this would overheat,
Nice work. Your down target is about to
but not very quickly.
Additional tangos en route to your position, Commander.
We are not giving them a second, are we?
Yeah, like now we're ripping them up.
target received. Engaging.
And it's going to be better on my ammo as well because I was using the autocannon very aggressively when I was overheating because
Target destroyed.
it's more heat efficient. But now that I don't have to worry about that, I can use the other weapons to support the autocannon, so it's not like eating my ammo up as bad.
Operating in the area. Watch out for them.
Oh my god, that guy moves too much. Give me that hunchback ass, boy!
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Damn, it's like night and day. That's what I say about like heat sustainability is a really big deal. I'm not saying that like it's not bad. If your mech overheats, it's not strictly a bad thing. But you need a certain amount. You either A, need a certain amount of heat sustainability, like you need to be able to fight endurance. You need to have like some endurance basically, or you need to have enough burst damage to knock an enemy out in like 1 or 2 hits. That's kind of what you're looking for. So one of our king crabs is a bit worn down. Like, what's his deal?
Holding at location.
Oh yeah, that king crab is really beat up. Okay, you need to go and like hide or something. Go over there.
Navigating.
One of the grasshoppers are dead.
At request.
So you're using. Remember the Corgi Corsair was the one that had all the extremely random weapons.
Yes.
How do you feel about it now? Now that I have made some
it's-
changes to it.
At least it feels like it has a theme, I guess, is probably the main thing. I mean, I actually don't hate it.
Acquired.
It does. I'm not saying I like the asymmetry of it, but I also don't. I don't mind the amount of damage it does, to be honest.
Request to location.
Yeah, I still had to follow the rules of the design. You know, he put all different weapons on it,
Tango down.
so I still had to follow that rule. Like, but I feel like
Inbound on
for
your
following that rule, I feel like it's a pretty. It works. That's the important thing. It works.
This is the Cataphracta and the Highlander, I think, isn't it? Yeah.
Target acquired.
Damn, they're gonna like beat our guys' ass. I'm trying to get them to hide, and like
Location.
New
there's.
target
I can see the
contract.
cataphract. Ah, they're behind like
Okay,
a.
they're on me. They're on me now. At
There's
least.
2 other mechs as well coming up behind you.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, they're on their. I mean, they're still not here yet, but they are on their way.
I'm gonna have to restructure my approach.
Holding at your waypoint.
I'm gonna try to get their attention. Okay, I got their attention, so they should be off you. I'll deal with the reinforcements.
Okay, I'll deal with this thing. The
They're back on you for some reason. Wow.
Enemy mech eliminated.
Target acquired.
Highlander dead. That's the 2 of these guys dead.
Target
All right,
destroyed.
the 2 mechs that were ambushing are down.
tangos appear to be
2
bringing
helicopters.
additional reinforcements.
Awesome
Brace
stalker,
yourselves.
and I can't remember what the third one was. This was left, I
Put a
believe.
few shells down range. Maybe I'll hit them. Maybe I can pretend like I have accuracy. Got him, got him. My armor is in pretty good condition, so I don't mind moving forward.
Yeah, you're a little better than I am, but I'm still okay.
Right behind you.
Oh yeah, you're in good shape as well.
Yeah.
Target acquired.
I feel like the Black Knight's probably the most fragile, so I'm gonna open up on the Black Knight.
I have no line of sight on them at all yet.
Incoming missile.
I don't know what I'm shooting at. I just see like a giant like cloud of smoke.
Good kill, Commander.
That's the end of him.
Mech is going critical.
Oh, I'm going for this thing's legs. I went for his legs last time and it went pretty quickly. Oh no, he is not enjoying that.
Destroyed.
Okay, so this was a. Now this mech is like, you know,
Target
this mech
destroyed.
is like ripping it up now. This mech is ripping ass now.
These people
So
owe
this
their
this
lives to
is
you.
the double AC5 rapid fire. I'm never unhappy to see that. Large pulse laser honestly didn't do awful. Like not bad for just kind of supporting some precision damage. But now that we got the heat under control, this was honestly not awful.
Nice.
All right, so with our salvage, I doubt we're going to be able to get very much just because these people don't really care for us. So I'll just take, I don't know. I'll just take this and that, and then we'll sell the rest.
Nice damage.
Yeah, like that was definitely a, and also a pretty good show for the Corsair XT1 doing 1,800 damage there. And this was a defense mission, so it's not like there was any building damage to interfere with it. So that was honestly not the worst. Let's throw these bitches in the cold storage. All right, we need to find more enemies to fight. And oh, there's a hero mech. But yes, I'm using your mech designs. I will use them once, and then like, I will redesign them. Usually I'll use it once, and then the sheriff will use it once, and then what we'll do is reconsider them to see if there's any room for improvement. If there's not room for improvement, then, you know, we may leave them as it is. Oh, it's the Charger. We just got the Charger N7. So this one is a fan of the Mass Effect series. The N7 is not a very unique mech, though. There's really not a lot special about it, but we'll just buy it just to have it. Charger N7, here is what it looks like. It's got this kind of reflective, kind of metallic purple with these four-leaf clovers all over, you know, various like symbols of luck. You got a horseshoe, you got some rabbits, the sevens themselves. Maybe this is the mech that Blanc, Rouge, and Noir would operate. It's not their color scheme, though, but it does have rabbits. But you know what? We're not using it because you guys did not vote for the Charger.
Thankfully.
Let's see if we can get into a fight with the Dragoons. Meme connoisseurs, it's Shepard's not armor. Yeah, I don't recall Shepard having, like, this, like, shiny purple armor. I don't know how stealthy it would be. Maybe the Geth are colorblind to purple, though, so maybe it's effective there. This looks like it will involve the Dragoons. We will be going against Merrick, but you know, I think I'm okay with that, especially because it's a garrison duty. Since it's a garrison duty, it shouldn't be as hard, and that's a good thing to take against the Dragoons. So, Merrick, look, they're like the third wheel on the bicycle. I'm mainly a Liao and a Draconis combined guy. We still buddy up with Merrick, but, sometimes you got to pick on a wimp. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing. So I, against my better wisdom, am going to use the another one of these mech models that is not necessarily my style because it involves using the heavy rifle, which is not a weapon that I have extensive practice with. So it could actually be a terrible idea. This is another one of Chubby's designs. It has a pair of heavy rifles, a pair of PPCXs, so in theory that should be, there shouldn't be anything wrong with that. Instead of calling it the Chubby Custom, though, I have given it a very special paint job. I don't think that the sheriff is ready for this either. And in order to get its paint job down, I'll show you exactly what the process that I went to get it. Let's see here. So, let me use a different mech just to demonstrate. A mech that we have not colored. All right, so you. So what we wound up doing, and I had the brilliant idea, because it's called the Privateer. Well, there was only one person that really deserves the name after that. So what I did was color matched this, and I'll show you exactly how you can do it so that if you would like to color match something, you can. So you need to use this thing here, the eyedropper tool, pick the color you want, and then use the paintbrush to draw something. That's one color. Then we'll do the hair, paintbrush, and then I'll do the leg, paintbrush. There, now we have our three colors. So what do you do next? You go back here, and we click this button here. This gives us our hex code. Remember, you got to use a hex code in MechWarrior 5. So here we can put on a hex code. Let's just put the hex codes on, and we'll see what we get. This one, here's another hex code. And then we can do this one. Now, I'm not going to lie, it looks a lot better on this mech because this mech isn't, like, absolutely filthy compared to the other one. In fact, let's actually reverse these. I think it looks better like this. But if you ever were like, oh, I wish I had a specific color scheme of a specific thing that I wanted, well, this is how you can do it. And then you can get any color scheme you want, the exact color scheme, as long as it's a hex code. There we go. Not bad. Not bad at all. But that character's name is Privity from Goddess of Victory Nikkei. So there we go. The Privateer is now the Privity Custom. And if it stinks, then I don't know. I guess she won't be my waifu anymore if it winds up being ineffective. Or she will be my waifu because I will shift the blame onto Chubby because it's his design, not mine. It's Hatsune Miku. It basically is Hatsune Miku. Let's bring in this Annihilator, I guess. I'll be really sad if any of these get destroyed.
Love that Annihilator.
I really don't want to see that Annihilator get destroyed.
No, me neither. They're the last 3 tier 5 Salt Slugs we have.
Jorg says, sadly not on console. I do wish hex codes were implemented. Wait, they don't have hex codes on console?
Looks like we made it.
So do you
Can you
just
not type them in?
how do you change your colors without hex codes? Do you just like drag around? Do you just click buttons or something?
Local defenders have held the line up to this
Oh,
point.
I better
They will not survive much longer. We need
29? What?
and defend the civilians at
Maybe
all
it'll be a lot of
costs.
vehicles.
Now
Maybe.
fan out and take defensive positions. Prepare for incoming
Okay, there is a
hostiles.
lot of shitty mechs coming in.
Enemy destroyed.
Yeah, so we have a whole bunch of light mechs coming in. Hold on. I got this. Uh-oh.
All units, engage hostile mercenary company. Weapons free.
All right, I got that one. The one mech is destroyed. I did good. It's landing right on top of us.
Let's get these wolf frees.
Recon has spotted
All right, we got to
additional
deal with the
forces.
Gooner gang coming in. The wolf goons are coming in.
No, not the Gooners.
The battle master. Can you backshot that battle master?
No, unfortunately, not at the minute. I can't now.
Oh, thank God.
Target acquired.
And
Nice work.
that loser.
Oh, nice.
Critical.
I got this Victor.
Nice.
Target acquired.
His legs weak.
Oh, this
for me.
guy's still whipping my ass.
Keep critical.
Clean. That's clean.
So much for their edging streak.
New target Centurion.
That's what happens when you're furries.
Target destroyed. Target
That's
acquired.
literally what happens. King crap. What in the psych? This is the most like messed up mission I've ever seen.
There's a lot of like just random dudes just everywhere at
Right,
the
this
moment.
look at this Cyclops, I think.
Cyclops, big damage center torso.
Yeah, this guy ain't got much armor. Just gun him down.
Housing structures have been destroyed.
Target
Wall
destroyed.
loser. Right, we played. Oh, 4% damage. Oh no.
So
Whatever
we're
we
in
do.
luck. This looks like one of those cities where they need to destroy every atomic particle of it.
Yeah, well, it's nice to see this shit.
Destroyed.
Those 2 guys that have literally destroyed 2 mechs and they have like no armor. Do you know what? They've got that under control, I think.
I mean, they're fighting an entire flea.
Yeah, they killed. I think they killed a flea. Maybe 2 fleas. I'm not sure actually. And then also a
Target
medium mech. I'm not even sure what it was. Might have been a cicada actually.
That's
should
right.
turn
We
as a-
gave him the back shots. Like I caught him with the back shots, and then when he turned around, the sheriff caught him with the rest of the back shots.
They should
Oh, I
be,
probably
like,
shouldn't be
almost-
stomping into my own base. I probably should have.
They should be
avoided doing that.
honored to receive such a train.
It's like they can't. They just got reverse jumped. They jumped us like we were Broly, and then we were Broly, and we like reverse jumped them. That's the flea we need, says Chubby Demon. Oh, you're right. That's the flea 17. We do need that flea. I don't
forgot
know.
the flea thing.
I don't know what we can do to improve our odds of salvaging it, but let me go and introduce myself.
Yeah, I just blasted him for you to be honest.
I'll try to like destroy his legs. Let me turn and tell my guys to hold fire.
Weapons hold.
Oh,
destroyed.
they got him. The stalker wasted
They
him.
really are gunning for you, Commander.
Oh, those
Watch
guys.
out.
Yeah, unfortunately we can't make them not, play by our rules.
Not to mention it's also a stalker. Meme says Broly key blast the flea. That's what that stalker did. Its only weapon that was down was that large laser, but it didn't need it.
They dedicate this kill to the Free Worlds League.
Oh, did they kill somebody?
Honestly, no idea.
So there's actually a lot of mechs on the field. We got 2 to the east and then 4 to the north, with 3 of them separated further. But they're all derping out. Like, their AI isn't doing a very good job at the moment.
New target. Rifle.
All right, I found a rifleman.
Ledge target received.
Ironically, you're probably playing in the mech that I would ideally like to
Yeah,
play as.
that's actually what I was thinking. I'm like, this is more your style of mech.
And I'm probably playing the one you'd prefer.
Oh, I got a headshot on him. That was completely coincidental, but I did.
New target. Javelin.
Nice work. Your down target is about to go
Oh,
critical.
loser.
Burn that target down.
Okay, looks like they want to play. We'll play.
Target destroyed.
This, like, high-tier PPCX is, like, crazy strong.
Scopes are lighting up with additional bogies, Commander.
And you have 2 of them, right?
Yeah, I do. It shoots so fast.
Target destroyed.
I've gone critical. Initiating a chip
Target
sequence.
acquired.
We're on the move.
I am not having a single issue with heatlessing.
Yeah, yeah, like,
It's
now
You still feel a lot nicer.
maybe I need to get, like, a PPCX on it or something. I'm not sure what else I can do to it to, like, utilize its heat a little better.
We're on your target, Commander. Raptor unit squad taking heavy damage.
It's been a long time since I've used the heavy rifle.
Target destroyed.
Coordinating our attack.
It is really cool when you fire, like, one volley and it just, like, devastates them.
Yeah, it's fun.
Then it feels really bad when you miss.
It feels terrible when you miss. It's like the ballistic PVC in a way.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
God damn it. Stop shooting at us, Merc.
No, I'm taking a shortcut through your walls. I don't care.
Enemy mech forces spotted operating in the area.
What is this heavy mech over here? Oh, it's a grasshopper? Oh, it's fighting the, Oh, it's fighting you.
Acquired.
It's fighting me, and it is going to die very quickly.
I was wondering, I'm like, who is it fighting over there? I thought that might have been the stalker, but the stalker's actually over by me. Jorg says the flea seems deadly on paper, but on the field, its armor is that of 1 ply toilet paper. Well, the whole point of it is that you're not
New
supposed to
target
get hit.
dropped.
They keep dropping enemies at this city to the north for some reason. I'm not sure what the deal is.
Three worlds.
They obviously think that that's the best. Maybe they have a Rihanna. I've just realised.
Maybe they have a Rihanna. It's their Rihanna parking them like all those kilometers away.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Group target acknowledged.
I have just like ran through a building just for convenience because I could not be arsed walking around it.
I mean, it's at 84%. It's not a big deal.
I also just don't care about the buildings.
Oh!
Target acquired.
You won't survive many works like that.
I don't want to lose my arm, but at the same time, I'm still trying to contribute. Or I don't want to lose my side torso, I should say.
Eliminated.
Destroyed.
Yeah, you would probably like this one. This one's working. I just got a little too roughed up on one specific body part. I'm not sure why they focus so heavily on it.
I'm showing no more enemies on the scope, Commander. Well done.
Or just get some
Well, you know what?
structure damage in, boost them stats.
That means Privity gets to stay my waifu, because like I didn't lose any weapons on it. York says, how would AC-10s work on that Corsair? It probably, I mean, like, AC-10s are perfectly good as well. It probably would be more
you
my
really put
style
something?
as well. So because these guys don't like
We-
us, we really can't grab very much. Oh, what about that flea? Yeah, it looks
No.
like that flea didn't make it onto the loot table. That's unfortunate, but we'll just take this
That
rifle.
cicada's worth a bomb.
What happened?
That cicada at the top's only 14 shares and it's worth like
Oh.
the most.
Yeah, we'll take that. And then let's take this Ultra AC5. Let's take some of this Lost Tech.
Yeah, nice.
Damn, 1900 damage on the Corsair.
Yeah, not gonna lie.
Risers.
I'm feeling a bit freaky today. One of our guys did 10 damage. Did I read that wrong?
Wait, did one of our guys do 10 damage?
Either did 10 damage or he took 10 damage. I'm not sure.
I would fire that guy. Okay,
I have a feeling
we
they may
need
have
to use the
taken it.
Plant Master's mech real fast. So like, let me find an area
that
that's a little bit lower level.
Oh, nice. We actually that cicada also had an Ultra AC5 on it. That's not damaged.
Here's some mechs over here. So let's go make sure we use the Plant Master's mech.
Okay. Yes, tier 4 Ultra AC5 on that cicada. No wonder it was so expensive.
That is pretty good. I'll have to throw it in.
Is the Plant Master's one the Shadowhawk 1P?
Yeah, it's the redesign of it, though.
Yes.
It's not the original, it's the redesign.
Did you remember what you changed?
Yes, I know exactly what I changed on it, which I'll show you once we find him. Oh, what is this? The mercenaries are here, but they don't have a single mission to do? Like, get the fuck out of my face.
Dara says he took 10 damage, he didn't give 10 damage. I just literally caught a glimpse of 10.
Dara
Like,
literally
that
saved
can't be
that
real.
man's life. I would have, like, just ejected. I would have drop-kicked him out of the airlock.
Yeah, honestly, that would have been something else.
Like, people who are AFK probably could have done more than 10 damage.
Yep.
So this is not a good mission. Man, these missions stink. What is with this? Why can't I find a mission that's decent? Oh, well, let's just find a mission, period. There's got to be a mission here.
Dara, honestly, if we could drop kick Rihanna out of the hold, I think we would have done that.
I would have done that, yeah. That's exactly the case.
She didn't even. She could get 10,000 damage and I'd still kick her out, honestly. Might just have to run like a really mega difficult mission with a Shadowhawk.
That is not going to happen.
You get to show off your true skill.
Oh, I can show them how badass I am.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. We've got a FedCom squishing mission. It's a raid.
Alright, that's perfect for that thing, to be fair.
Okay, so we're going to use Plant Master's mech now. This is the... Where is it? The Plant Master custom. And then, I don't know, I'll just put these guys into something, you know, into something. Something medium weight.
A lot.
It leaves you some room, and then I'll bump them up a little bit if I need to. So this is the Plant Master's mech. Let's see here. First, we'll take a look at the paint scheme. So this is the paint scheme that the Plant Master wanted. I think it's kind of like a burnt orange, a blue, and purple. And then the equipment is... This is not the original model. The original model had a... What did it have? It had a mace. It originally had a mace. I wanted to try out the claw, though, because I tend to prefer the claw over the mace, so I'm going with the claw, but otherwise the autocannon is the same. The missile launcher is the same, and then everything else is the same. The only thing I changed is that it normally would have a big old mace to smack people with. I'm going ahead with the, you know, the rawr, ooh-woo claws. And,
I think it'll do better.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a big fan of the claws personally, so I think it'll be okay. I'm gonna send them in. Let's send him in this, and then I guess we'll send him in this. It'll be fine.
I'm gonna bring this Corsair, so that means I've used all 3 of them now.
Okay, yeah. So now, you are Hatsune Miku now. Are you going to like dance and sing us a song?
If I knew any Japanese, I might consider it, but unfortunately I don't know any. Sushi, that's the only Japanese I know. I'm not even sure if that's a word.
It is a word.
What does it translate as? Just like fish or something?
Who knows? It probably is something really basic. Like, everything that sounds cool in Japanese translates into something incredibly mundane in English.
If someone can find out what sushi translates into English, I would love to know, because I've never considered that in
It
my
probably
life.
means like rice, fish rice roll or something, or like rice roll or something like that.
It might just be like roll. Chubby says he doesn't want to hear Fox say ooh ever again. Or roar. I actually want to hear it every night before I go to sleep.
Yeah, I just wait for my ASMR.
Target locust.
I can't wait. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, I need to change my weapon groups. Come closer!
Okay, sorry.
Do not run!
I'm not
Do
gonna
not
talk
run.
what I just did.
Target
Oh, he's
destroyed.
dead, never mind.
Target acquired.
It's a champion!
Well played to kill shot.
It
Headshot.
was a champion. I'm gonna go ahead and change my weapon groups now. For mechs that have like a really dedicated melee, I actually like my melee to be my first weapon group, but only when I have a dedicated melee weapon. In all other cases, I do not like it to be my... There we go.
Target destroyed.
What did you shoot that with?
Once you've found
I just
So-
shot all the assaults.
move up to it.
Wait, we got the answer. So Meme Connoisseur says that sushi is sour rice. I guess that makes sense because you do use rice wine, which is a vinegar, basically a rice wine vinegar, fermented rice wine, which is a vinegar in its creation. So it is a little bit sour.
Ready to start pickup operation. Excellent find, Commander.
I haven't had sushi in a while.
Beginning
I
recovery
should probably either buy some or make some.
Target acquired.
I haven't had any in a minute either.
Champion.
I had sushi for the first time not that long ago. It was actually really nice.
Didn't you say didn't the family give it a try?
Target
Uh,
acquired.
yeah, Catherine tried it. I did not think she would like it, and I was not wrong. She did not like that. I
Just-
think she's more opposed to the idea of it than anything, but she did try it, to be fair to her.
Why
So
am
I
I
can't
chasing
just, I
this
can't just
guy?
pet her.
Oh, whoa!
Commander.
Rower!
Target's going critical.
Target acquired.
Wait,
I like how
I'm,
I've, like,
I'm going to
destroyed both
I'm
those
going
guys'
to
wings.
teleports behind you. Just wait until I teleports behind you. Notices your robo bulge.
I honestly want to kill myself.
Oh
I
my
changed
god.
mind.
Notices your robo get.
Nice work. Your down target is about to go critical.
Acquired.
Objective down.
Target destroyed.
I grabbed his robo get.
Yeah, I mean, I have to say, I agree. I don't think sour rice just hits just the same as saying sushi, to be honest.
Well, like I said, everything that sounds cool in Japanese translates to in something incredibly mundane.
I wonder what, like, samurai transport is. It just like sword dweeb?
I think it just means those who serve or something like that.
Oh my god, I don't even like that either.
Be destroyed.
Target destroyed.
I think it might just be sword dweeb, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it doesn't mean anything like particularly badass. But it works in reverse. So, okay, so you know how there's weebs in the West, who will basically like want to dress up as like Japanese anime and shit. Well, apparently
Yeah.
in Japan they like cowboys. So they have cowboy
Destroyed.
weebs,
Cow weebs.
queebs.
Queebs!
Yes, that's what they've got. They are really, and what I mean, they like the whole like ass chaps, the cowboy hat, and they like to start spinning their revolver around, like doing the gun tricks and shit.
I kind of respect that, I'm not gonna lie, I like that.
Target acquired.
So like that's the thing that they think is badass. The funny thing is like it is relatively popular in anime as well, like revolvers and stuff like that. I mean, the most famous is probably Revolver Ocelot because he knows where the bullets go. We have a Kintaro with a small pulse laser specifically, and no other Lost Tech. Uh-oh, I'm gonna grab his Roboget. Grab his Roboget.
New target.
Uh-oh.
Centurion.
This guy's a big, beefy, manly center. Oh, man. Oh, well. I'll poke his robo corpse.
New target. Javelin.
Yeah, this thing's a bit of me, I'm not gonna lie.
Target acquired.
Nice work. Your down
Time to
target
cancel
is
cable on these assholes.
Destroyed.
Target destroyed.
I don't know if you built this for me, Chubby Demon, but I don't care. It feels like it's for me.
All
Yeah, I
target
figured that
systems
this
have
was
been
kind of up
destroyed,
your alley.
Commander. Good
Uh-oh,
job.
I'm gonna be up
Giving
his
you an
alley.
even now. Head to the marked location.
We got a drop shippo over here.
No running.
Acquired.
Damn, he's like spraying me up with the missiles. Just wait till I get my hands on you. Do not run! I will grab your robot cheeks! Wait, there's a guy. That's a guy I need. Wait, no, this guy I need. He's closer. He's running! I know what to do. I just have to channel my, like, inner possessive, like, anime girl and just cripple his legs so he can't get away. If I cripple his legs, he can't get away from me. Then he'll be forced to love me.
No, how's he hitting me? I'm not facing the right direction.
What? Gimme! I will love you forever. Yes.
Target destroyed.
I need to run away.
Oh, do I need to do something?
New
Hold on a
target
second.
assassin.
I just need to run away. That's all I need to do.
Target
Something happened. I don't know what happened. They destroyed a heavy. How did they destroy a heavy rifle? No!
I touched him.
That's crazy. I've been scammed. The spider destroyed a heavy rifle. I'm not kidding.
That means he, like, ruined Hatsune Miku's hair.
Stand by.
You know there's a guy who married Hatsune Miku in Japan? He bought a virtual reality AI assistant of her and then had a marriage.
It's kind of sad, is it not?
Yeah, apparently he says that his marriage isn't going very well a few years later.
Why is that? I wonder. Like,
I
what the
didn't
reason-
read the full article on why his marriage is having trouble, but, like, I don't know. Like, maybe he's such a upstanding gentleman who's definitely not a loser, and I get maybe she's seeing somebody else on Robo's seeing someone else on the side.
Damn, I can't believe we lost that heavy rifle. I'm gonna stick the 2 tier 4s on it in the meantime. That's annoying.
Okay, it's fine. I mean, we can get more. So I mean, this mech, it works just fine. Like in that particular battle, I wasn't able to, like, get my hands on anyone particularly well, just because, like, you know, the lance has pretty high firepower. But I mean, like, I think I like using the claw just because if you stick to people, the claw is a more aggressive weapon, and I'm a pretty aggressive person, so that's my preference. But I mean, it's kind of okay either way. Like, I'm okay with it. All right, so we're gonna go back to searching for more. What do you call it? Uh-oh. Mercenaries. We're going to go back to searching for more mercenaries. What other mechs do we need to use? Let me double check which mechs I said that I would use before
Grasshopper,
I'm called
5M.
a liar.
Grasshopper 5M is the last one I need to use anyway.
Oh, yeah, I need to
well.
use the Basilisk. These are not viewer mechs, though. Okay, I think we're done with the viewer mechs for now. So now we're going to use some of the other mechs that we just had.
Okay.
So I want to use the Basilisk. This was a redesign. I did something different. I went the LB10X. I'm not saying that's like a mind-blowing idea, but that's what I did. I went the LB10X. Let's see if we can duke it out with any of these mercenaries, just any of them at all, because we need to increase our standing with the bounty hunter. And either way, it works for me. So first up on the chop block is going to be the Waco Rangers. What is this? We'll accept that, but I don't care that much. These are the wrong people. Well, yeah, those are the wrong people. I'm not going to help them. Help FedCom. Like, bleh, yuck.
I also like the Lakers. I'm gonna stab him and kill him. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, and all that good stuff.
That is true. Normally, I wouldn't do it. And, I mean, if there's no good contracts, I might not do it anyways. Yeah,
But also,
none of these contracts are ideal. So, actually, we could go against Merrick because, you know, I don't know, like, Merrick's just going to have to take one for the team.
I honestly don't really even like Mark, so I'm up for that.
They're just going to have to take one for the team. Big salvage, though. 52 salvage per mission, 3 missions, 5 million C-bills here. So, I'm pretty sure I could go either way. It could go either way.
The weather's really
I don't think so.
Commander.
You don't think so? Well, if
Nah.
there are none, that'll be to our benefit because this is a beachhead. Beachhead in an ice biome.
Oh, a beachhead.
Well, in that case, this is the perfect time to use the Basilisk. Now, I've got big hopes for the Basilisk. The Basilisk is pretty nice.
I'm gonna bring back shotter.
Oh, you're gonna do the back shots? The professional
I'm
back
gonna-
shots?
I'm gonna do professional back shots. With my short.
Let me show you what I did with this
Missiles.
mech. So what I did with this mech, we got a pair of LB-10X ACs, we've got a pair of small lasers, and a pair of SRM-4s. And then a Guardian ECM. So I don't see, unless this mech overheats, I don't think it will. It has 4 double heat sinks. I don't think that'll be an issue. But that is the only thing that could go wrong with this mech. But I think we will be okay. Let me check the weapon groups. I think I'll reverse that. There. All right, let's do it. Meme Connoisseur says, chat, would you pick barbecue chicken bites or chicken strip or option 3? What is option 3?
I'm not picking option 3. I don't care. The fact it's unlabeled concerns me.
It's unlabeled?
Yeah, I'm not
That
even
means-
no unlabeled.
So, okay, it's between barbecue chicken bites or chicken strips. Like, what? I mean, they're both chicken.
Yeah, I'm going barbecue chicken bites. Not gonna lie, straight in there.
Option 3 is option 3. So, are you saying you're going to consume the, like, the etymology of the English terms option 3?
New target.
I mean, it's a good get out if you don't like chicken.
Target acquired.
You can just eat like words.
Target destroyed.
Yeah, you could just eat words.
So eat my words. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go with the barbecue chicken strips because I know what they are.
Well, I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with the. What, you want the chicken strips? I'm going with the barbecue chicken bites then.
No, yeah, barbecue chicken bites. Sorry, yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay, okay, never mind. I'm going for the chicken strips then. There we go. Now, how will you decide?
Target acquired.
So does that mean that Meme Connoisseur has to eat the option 3?
I have no
Yeah, I
idea.
mean,
I have no idea. I
you-
just know that I think he's having dinner.
Target destroyed.
They are
I
just
think he's
chicken
trying to trick
strips.
I just feel it's like a trap. I don't want to be trapped into like eating sus chicken. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, option 3 is probably mystery meat.
Target acquired.
I don't want mystery meat. I remember what that was.
You've gone to a restaurant that had mystery meat?
No, but it's if you remember from State of Decay 2, it was mystery meat, not like
Oh yeah, it was
Human or something?
human meat. That's right.
yeah. I don't really want to eat human meat. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, we need to be careful. I'm gonna end up triggering the old base.
Oh crap! I'm just kind of like doing my thing.
It's gonna be pretty hard to get by it, to be honest, without doing that.
Target destroyed.
I'm quite happy they really are not interested in me. And I don't mind that.
It's probably because of the The basilisk is probably a bit on the high threat level side.
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay, they detected us anyways, I think.
I had a feeling they would. I'm gonna go over here and destroy this. And do you want me to run to the far one? So
Yeah,
I'll
go.
look for-
Let's go ahead and just knock them out as quickly as possible.
Destroyed.
Target destroyed.
Who are you? No, no, Charger. Are you gonna shoot me? You are gonna shoot me.
Destroyed.
Target
What did you
acquired.
find? Oh, you found another charger.
Target
What is the last
destroyed.
target? Okay, it's way down south. Yeah, it's kind of annoying that it's way down south like that. All right, the
We'll see.
enemies are here.
Phoenix Hawk.
I'll deal with them actually. It's not that big.
Do you want
a
me?
deal.
Do you want me to run?
Yeah. Just knock them out. Like the enemies are right next to me, so I'm just gonna deal with them. Oh, I just headshot him. That was a total accident.
New target javelin. Target destroyed. Target
Oh, there's a Marauder
acquired.
here. It's the M model, the Merrick model.
We're on it, Commander.
Wait, a lot of variants. Just talking about the Marauder.
The
and what
Marauder
people were
in the
picking.
research has had pretty extensive history, surprisingly. So
Quite a lot
the
of
reason I'm not
variants.
attacking right now, chat, is because he doesn't know I'm here. So I'm just gonna let my allies get some free hits on him. Then when he turns around like this, I'm gonna give him the mech shots.
Brilliant. Payload acquired.
There we go. Got him with the back shots. That's how you do it, boys.
I think he's following me.
Down.
Target acquired. Target
I mean, I don't mind. He's over my range anyway. Okay, no, he's in my range now.
I think I got... Once this javelin is dead, the defenders will be down.
He's busy dead. Right, I'm gonna keep going because that guy was shooting me. It's annoying.
Coordinating our attack.
I remember the man meat meme, and I'm not eating it. I can tell you that. I do not want man meat anywhere near my mouth.
The man meat.
I don't want that anywhere near my mouth.
Move in. Stay close and keep the base clear of hostiles.
Why is it so far away?
Here come the strike teams. Look to the sky.
I think they hate us.
Enemy aircraft inbound. They're going to
I'm pretty sure the first time I played that game, my guys had like no food because they didn't know what I was doing. I knew it was gonna be man meat, but I just didn't care. I just ate it anyway. Oh no! Oh no!
Target destroyed.
They sense me
We have a
attacking.
new objective, Commander. Destroy
Okay, I got the helicopters.
artillery.
And we found artillery, did we? Well, all the
Yeah, we did.
artillery is in this local area too, so...
Centurion.
Enemy radar capability has been disabled. The relay system is
You know what I hate about these ice
friendly
planets?
dropships
The
are en
the
route.
indicators for where the artillery is landing is not very easy to notice.
Lance target received.
No, it is not.
Look at this locust, 2 small pulse lasers.
I've been informed that support is on its way. Let's hope they make it.
Alpha 1-1, this is Whiskey 6-1. Thanks for clearing out that AA installation.
When is the last time you had some Whiskey 6-1? I haven't had a reason to drink lately.
They destroyed one of my components.
Normally I only drink when there's like a special occasion. Uh-oh. Light mechs have caught up with us.
Their target identified.
Come back.
New target. Flee.
Oh my god, you little squirrely assholes.
Kill commander. That mech is about to go critical.
These like light mechs are making us look like fools. The drunk Discord party. That was the last time I got super too much drink. I have drank since then, but you know, something a lot more
Enemy destroyed.
reasonable.
Artillery emplacement destroyed.
Give yourself a good 6 months for your liver to recover.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I'll do a half of the year, like a half year anniversary party as well.
The guns have gone silent, Commander.
When was that? I guess that's the
Enemy
30th
artillery
of
has been
June.
neutralized.
You're not far to go.
Yeah, basically around like June to July or something.
I'll be on vacation then.
Target acquired.
I'm looking forward to it.
I'm always thinking of what games to play while I'm drunk. There's no way I could never play this game. This game requires a little too much coordination. So like this would be a
Maybe-
terrible game to play while drunk.
It could be funny, I guess.
I mean, I don't even know if it'll be funny from the perspective that I might not even be able to like get the mech anywhere. I would just be walking in a straight direction for the most part.
Target acquired.
I guess you could just play MechWarrior 5 Clan since it's all just on one friggin' line.
Drunk Deltarune. That would require me to read.
Target acquired.
I think Delta.
No, I can't do that. Otherwise, I'll say something that will get me like canceled because of all the reading. I'll take liberties on what the dialogue is, and then I will say something that gets me canceled. Oh, time for the back shots.
They've gotten organized. Expect a large
The
attack
back
very
shots.
soon.
Another
final
dropship
assault, final
coming
assault,
in.
final assault. Get him! I really like this mech. Honestly, this is a really simple design, but I love it.
It gets the
Only two
job
mechs.
done.
And it just gets the job done. It just slaps. And if it dies, it doesn't even matter because it's got nothing. It literally is to have anything on it. It's even worth caring about.
Target acquired.
I should take a drink every single time somebody asks me when I'm going to play State of Decay 3 or any State of Decay game. Then I'd have like jaundice by the end of the week. Okay, he's down.
Wow. I guess all I need to do is capture the base. Is it gonna make
He's
it
such
to
a fat target that
Nearly there,
like
Commander.
all of the
Approach
projectiles hit.
to pick it up.
Cancelled on Discord. Impossible. You never know. You never know.
I guess I do need to capture it. You'd think, like, you know, there's not a single enemy on the field apart from 2 like turrets that. We
I
might
would
not
die
have
of
to do this.
alcohol poisoning before I get canceled on Discord. I'm not. I wouldn't tempt fate. Also, I would never be able to do any. Maybe a Deltarune Chapter 1 I could do because the mini games aren't that hard. But like once you get to like Chapter 2, the mini games would get too hard, and I would not be able to do them. I don't even know if I would have the mental capability to navigate through the level and solve any of the puzzles.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
I'm just gonna knock these idiots out because I don't like seeing them pop up on my radar. Man, for a beachhead, this went really smoothly.
Yeah,
And
those
I
things,
guess
they have to go
if they attack, they're gonna attack right around now when we capture.
No, we've already did the final assault.
Or they might attempt a blocking our extraction if the mercenaries attack.
There normally is no extraction in these, right?
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, so they probably won't attack.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not going to. I think you need about 10 million in this difficulty for it to be
Stay on location
likely.
until you're relieved.
That means the one that was paying 3 million was just playing extremely low for some reason.
Lights are green.
Yeah, it was weird because one of them was 10.
Sierra 1-1 out.
I mean, it's still pretty good money, and I do need money. And we do need to try the mechs out.
If I think I've thought about a game I literally could not play drunk, it's got to be Crusader Kings. I couldn't do it.
Oh, that
I
just
would,
would,
like,
yeah, I mean, would
Oh
you
my
even be
God.
able to, like, get through the turns?
I don't even think I could. Like half the time I can't even play it sober. I'm not even gonna lie.
There we go.
We're reading
Okay.
heavy weather warnings out there, Commander.
Let's put this
Expect
stuff
limited
into cold
visibility
storage.
and sensor malfunctions on this
So
mission.
what would you be able to play? What could you play drunk?
Oh, let me see. I need to look at my library here. So what have I got downloaded? BattleTech, absolutely not. Counter-Strike, not a chance. Farming
Drunk Dead
Simulator.
I could play Dead Island drunk. I'm not gonna say I would play it well drunk, but I could play Dead Island drunk.
Farming Simulator. I can play that. I can play that drunk. Maybe.
So real
maybe.
quick, the next mission is a desert. It's an arid canyon target kill, so it's an assassination. What am I gonna use?
Being drunk actually might make Dead Island playable. Right. Let's see.
Oh, I was gonna use this mech. This mech has the heavy trench blade. I haven't tried this yet. So the heavy trench blade, I've never used this weapon before.
I wonder how big this map's going to be. If I thought this map was going to be very big, I'd just bring the Annihilator, but I have a feeling it's going to be big.
It's basically like a brass knuckle. The
Maybe I'll
trench
try the
blade,
two Gauss
like,
rifle one.
I don't know, looks more like looks like just like mech brass knuckles. You're gonna do
just
the
built
the
it.
Gauss rifle one. All right, let me.
Yeah,
throw
I
some
built this
people
mech and
in.
I've never used it.
Just throw some people in here. I don't know what I'm gonna put in. We'll see how the AI does with the weird corgi mech with all the asymmetrical weaponry.
Watch it like out damage all of us.
I mean, I've
What
seen
was
some
the-
people have pretty good numbers on their AI, but I don't know if they're using any mods, because I know there's mods that increase the effectiveness of your AI.
What was the pay like in this
Expense is
mission? Do
only
we know?
payable
Oh,
if
I
you
can't
bring the
remember. I
entire
wasn't
group
paying
to
attention.
justice. So
Okay,
you'll have
so
to
we don't know
search
if it's
the
gonna.
area,
Oh my
make sure
god!
that
Imagine I had
every
brought the
virus is
Annihilator in this.
found and dealt with
The-
before we can pack it in.
I would have just
Oh, we're getting
reloaded
help.
the game. Oh,
We're getting help.
well, if they help,
don't
we
actually-
still get intel.
Battle ready.
I actually don't know where to
Personnel
start.
reporting in.
This is.
I'm just gonna go south.
Ready for action.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait. Let's. Okay, I keep saying I'll try it. We're gonna try it. All right, so let me send out this, and we'll see if I can like cheat and see if we can load. Wait, there's a guy here. There's an awesome here.
No, that sounds like might be the enemy.
Yeah, there's an awesome here. So let's check that one out. There's an awesome here. There's only one mech there though, so it makes me think that maybe they are separated.
Possibly.
Okay, so the heavy trench blade is definitely the fast one in the heavy category. It comes back really quick. Meme connoisseur says that we are cheating. You're damn right we are cheating. Like, that is a faraway objective over there. That one is basically 3 kilometers away.
Weapons
Yep.
free.
Target found.
It's Lieutenant Potts. Not the most heroic of names.
No.
Target acquired.
Oh, okay, his bodyguard unit's all spawned in.
Commander, it looks like that mech had some
Did you
valuables
just
on it.
waste that guy?
Go over and pick
Yeah,
it up.
don't honestly know what happened there because he was like side on.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Where is my target? Oh, there he is.
Awesome.
Here we go.
Yeah, I actually don't know what happened to that guy.
That is a weird sound effect. I have never heard that before.
That's one less target to worry about, Commander.
So the Trench Knight has a unique sound effect when it hits things. I mean, I like it. I like that it has a unique sound effect, but
Eliminated.
strange.
Look over there.
If you find the acquisition, just walk up to it in order to pick it up.
Alright, well I guess we have more to kill.
That's close
I'm gonna
enough.
start waddling.
Ready to start pickup operation. That would be lethal in the wrong hands.
Okay, I'm going to
Good thing
set a
it's
course
ours
towards
now.
the north, and then I'm going to detach, and I'm going to go look over there and see if there's anything there. Even with my detached camera, it takes a while to actually travel here. Okay, this must be the location. Now, I don't see anybody here. So, let me set a course. Oh, the terrain is so rugged. Right about this way. All right, let's see if I can find anybody this way. Because, like, let me tell you, I am sick of these guys wasting our time in these assassination missions. Okay, it must be this little facility over here. Right, I don't see anybody here either.
What if I I don't know. I think they could just spawn in.
It's possible. Let me check the last one, though. I mean, if we don't see them at this location, then we'll just check the others as well. I'm guessing it's this large facility, but I'll check all of these areas over here. Nothing there. Wait, there's an Atlas here. There's definitely an Atlas there.
Okay, let's go there.
Okay. So the Atlas is at the one that's all the way to the west.
Of course it would be.
I mean, if they're gonna make us do this, then I'm just gonna use the drone cam. Like, I don't even care. It's not even a mod or anything. Anyone on the PC is able to do that. The command is just Control-Shift-V. It's just that's the command to, like, detach the camera. So, like, anybody on anyone on PC is able to do it. I wonder how big his escort is going to be.
Hopefully not very.
Once I get a little closer, I'm going to slow down and let you guys catch up. Okay, this is close enough. I'm going to slow down to about 20-ish. All right, while that's going on, I'm going to reconfirm the location of the Atlas. Okay, he's in this little satellite base. He's not in the main base. That looks like a Loader King. Yeah, that's a Loader King. So yeah, the Atlas is in this little side base.
King.
He's definitely aware of us. He's moving around.
He's wall hacking too. There's no way he's able to see us. He's got his drone cam out.
Yeah, there he is right there. I see him. See him by the radio dish?
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna engage.
Alright, I'm throttling up.
Raptor unit prosecuting mercenary mechs.
Oh, he's also got a Banshee's a regular Banshee and an Orion.
Oh!
Got our target.
I could swear that was not on his head.
Target Orion.
That's the last of them.
Wait,
Commander.
wait, dropship right on top of us.
Before their friends arrive. Additional forces are being deployed near you.
The mercenaries are there, so it's probably fine.
Target destroyed.
I know, he's attacking me, whatever this thing is.
These guys have a lot of cargo they're dropping. I mean, I'm not going to say no to it, but
Once you've found the targeted asset, move up to it. and
the large,
begin
those
the recovery
medium pulse
procedure.
lasers are doing pretty nice.
Target received. Engaging.
It's funny, I'm not even able to get to melee very easily. A lot of these guys are just going down.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
It's an urban mech.
Focusing our fire on target.
The herb.
Target destroyed.
All right, I'm gonna grab this cargo.
So head to the exit.
Fred, tanks for pickup.
SRM2 streak with Artemis
Better bring it aboard the ship.
and medium pulse laser level 3. That's not terrible. I mean, it's not insane, but it's not terrible. Finally, a worthy opponent, the urban mech. I mean, like in the first mission you do, sometimes the urban mech can be a worthy opponent.
Not great, really, up until you're probably over like 50 tons.
I mean, if they can spray you up with that AC-10 a few times, then yeah, like your early game mechs will not be happy about that.
No way that tank just dropped loot, by the way. Oh, there's loot here as
Here's
well.
another cargo.
There's one way far to the west as well. I just
Oh, well.
shot a tank.
Nah, it's not worth it to chase a tank down. All right, I grabbed the cargo.
Nope.
Cargo acquired.
A
Okay,
light
fair
rifle
enough.
level 4.
I bet that was the tier 5 binary laser.
I don't know if I've even ever owned a tier 5 binary laser.
I've had a couple, but they're not easy got. I think doing the arena is probably going to be our best get.
We need an Atlas K. I guess we need it for a quest.
Tier 5? What? Or not, sorry, 20 million value that thing's got. That's crazy. Did I headshot that thing?
Yeah, we needed the Atlas for a quest, so I'm just gonna. Oh, you did headshot
Wow.
it. I
I could
almost
just-
don't. How much is this worth to sell? This thing is worth basically 6 million. I don't know if I want to give that to them. Oh, they're gonna give me 5.6. Well, I feel like we could get a much shittier Atlas. Oh, why am I being? I'm just being picky. I'll give it to them. So for that, we get 5.6 million C-bills, a tier 5 narc beacon, 3 tons of ammo, and just some other things. Not enough to get us to level 8, though.
The Ghost Rifle's really hit and miss because like there's some of those times I could swear, like that one there I definitely was not on his head, and then there was another time on that King Crab, or not King Crab, the Cyclops. I'm like I'm clearly lining up a headshot and it hit center torso, so I don't really know about that. That's weird.
Demolition in the jungle. Also, what's the payout? 4 million. So yeah, I don't think we're gonna duke it out with any of them. I mean, I don't use the Gauss rifle frequently enough, is what I would say. Let me use. Is there a mech that I can use? I'll use the Chubby's mech again. This is another viewer mech. Although, let me double check to see what other mechs that you guys wanted me to use. No, that's it right now. So this is another viewer design mech. This is Chubby's mech. Actually, it's the redesign of it, which the redesign proved to be pretty good. Let's just load some guys up with stuff.
I'm just gonna be using Annihilator because it's normally not too far of a walk to the base.
Yeah, there we go.
Chook. Oh, you got a new member.
Oh, Duke, it comes an alpha member. Thank you very much, Mr. Duke, for joining the Fox Republic. Meme Connoisseur says, Flamers, man. We did a Flamer build, the Flame Hammer, that it was just a joke, but it wound up being pretty good.
Actually, wasn't that bad, yeah.
When
it
somebody
have, like-
votes for the Black Knight, we'll probably do the Flame Knight, like the Burning Knight. You've heard of the Roaring Knight? This will be the Burning Knight.
All systems nominated.
Maybe that's what we need to do with the kaiju, just 4 flamers.
Is the center marked on your map?
I mean, I don't know how you would ever fill it up with enough weapons after that, though, to ever make use of its tonnage, though.
Neutralize them if you have to.
Oh no.
But this target is too valuable for the
Rihanna
enemy
dropping
to
us
walk
like 2
alone.
kilometers off
Expect
of the target.
reinforcements.
So, chat,
Hi.
how are you guys doing? You know, now that I've been conveniently dropped 2 kilometers away in an extremely slow mech, how are you guys doing today? Me, I would be doing great if not for the fact that I was dropped 2 kilometers away from the objective in a mech that goes 44 kilometers per hour. Let's go ahead and take a look at Dell. Looks like someone's already getting started on the job for us. This whole section of the town has already been destroyed. Oh, God, half of this base is already destroyed for some reason. Very mysterious. Defiance Industries, defy the odds. You can be a star, Gold Star Hotel and Resorts. Diverse Optics, the most trusted name in laser tech. If you guys say so. All right, how close are we?
Not very.
We're about halfway there. Wow. I don't understand why the game drops us so far away from the objective. Now, the enemy has no problem with it. They'll drop you right... The enemy will drop right on top of the action. But Rihanna can't drop us, like, within, like, 700 meters,
Perimeter
of
has
1
been
kilometer
breached.
of the
Hostiles
target.
on approach.
All right, here we go. Rapid fire ought to rip this
There it
place
is.
up.
I'll leave the rest of the demolition job up to you, Commander.
Rapid fire!
Bogies on approach to Evil.
Oh, look at all these guys
No.
coming out.
Defend our base
Who are
at all
these
The
guys?
the XT1 would have been really good here. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Target destroyed. Target
Time to
destroyed.
waste some idiots.
Acquired.
I made it.
Heat critical.
He's down.
Target acquired.
I'm actually having some heat issues. That's surprising.
Destroyed.
That's not bad, though. I was worried that this mech had too many heat sinks, but it seems like it's actually okay.
Target destroyed.
We're making progress, but still have a long way to go. Keep at it,
These
everyone.
autocannons just absolutely shred buildings. Like, don't even worry about it.
Residential area is in shambles.
Now to moonwalk my way through these and hit the gritty inside their buildings.
Crack on, Commander.
William Eckerson asks, if you can use a melee weapon, put a broadsword on it, that'll eat up some tonnage. I'd have to take a look, but probably, no, that mech doesn't have a dedicated melee slot. Meme says, why don't you just use an orbital bombardment? I probably should have in hindsight. We should have renegotiated into an orbital bombardment.
You did it, Commander. This whole place has been flattened. Now,
Oh, somebody
get
got
out of here
squished.
before more trouble arrives. Head to the evac zone.
Target
I'll
destroyed.
tell you what. This mech has enough firepower to flatten the motherfucker.
Nope, they didn't last very long at all.
William Erickson says that's against the Ares convention. Well, good thing I don't believe in the Greek pantheon, which means that
didn't say
doesn't
that.
exist. What happened?
I didn't sign the Ares convention.
Yeah, I mean, Ares is like, he's not. Wait, what are you gonna do? What if they called it like the Santa Claus convention? You think imaginary bullshit like that's gonna stop me? Get the fuck out of here!
What do you mean, imaginary dropship?
Time to get
Oh, I just
mean
crossed
imaginary?
into it. Yeah, it's
They're
like.
gonna drop anything we want.
Oh yeah, I already crossed the line.
They're not gonna drop what we want anyway.
It's just like radiation. I can't see radiation, which means it can't possibly exist. That's why I ignore it in Fallout. All right, this is the last mission, so we're just gonna take everything we can get here. Ultra AC5, I'll take it. Damn, you
Nice.
squeezed out 1,000 damage before all was said and done. I mean, honestly,
Easy.
this Corsair is pretty good. Like that, it's not a bad model at all. I just, in general, it's pretty solid. I typically have not been a fan of the Corsair, but yeah, that one's not bad. So I kind of want to. What about, were there any mechs that we needed to redesign? Didn't you want to redesign the King Crab car? Didn't you say you wanted to
Yeah,
move it
I want
into
to do the
something a
King
little
Crab car again. The 2P could probably be redone.
Okay, I'm going to
Yeah.
move us into a industrial hub because I know you wanted to redesign the King Crab car real quick.
And the 2P could probably be redone, the Archer 2P maybe.
Hey, that's a good point. So Meme just brought up a good point. The God of War is against killing people. Why would it be the Ares convention when Ares would be the one who would want to kill people? That's a good point.
Valid.
That's a good point. So you're going
You're
to
not
King
just
Crab. Which one did you? Which model do we need to change?
It'd be the Archer 2P. I want to get rid of them SRM, strict SRMs, if I'm being honest.
Okay, yeah, I'll redo this one.
Can you throw them into the cold storage?
Yeah, sure. King Crab car.
Just saves me a job. I like a blank canvas, to be honest.
You're like the Bob Ross of battle mechs.
I am the Bob Ross of battle mechs. I don't like a dirty mech. I want a clean mech. Right, let's see what we can do.
Wait, I have the sound effect for that. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Where's my soundboard at? Where is it? I have too many of them. Now I can't tell which one I need. Is this the super loud one? We're gonna find out. Ah.
Beautiful.
It's just the right volume. It was the perfect one. If not, otherwise I was going to blast my own ears out. Wait, this isn't the one, right? You said it was the 2P. Alright, 2P time. Bam. Get these out of here. Get these out of here. Out of here.
2P.
Alright, so I'm going to put on some missiles. Let's see. We're missile guys. Of course we put on SRM-6. SRM-4 as well? Oh, I don't have enough of them? Well. There. Alright, ammo. Let's put on some... I need a lot of ammo, actually. Probably 3 tons. Oops. Yeah, 3 tons of ammo. I want to put on... I think I'm going to leave the heavy hammer, actually. I don't have a problem with that. 2 double heat sinks to pretend like that's going to do something. All right, that's good enough. I don't think I need to change anything else. Can I upgrade any of the melee weapons? The answer is yes. There we go. All right, so that has been switched up. So this has been returned to the normal. This has now become the normal everyday Archer, and that means I will turn its paint scheme back to the season colors.
Is there any other ones we might like to freak around with?
While you're doing that, I am going to sell
I
the
finished
mechs
that
that
one.
we've got. Oh, are you done with the King Crab?
Yep.
Okay, off we go. So let's go see if we can fight the... Let me check this real fast to see if we can mess with the Thumpers.
Okay.
Duke says, I just wanted to give something back. Going back to your State of K list, I really like it. Have a nice one. Well, thank you for stopping by, Mr. Duke. And once again, thank you for signing up as an Alpha member. Have a good one, good sir. This one's
You need to drink now.
10 million C-bills. 10
Yeah,
million
they're running
C-bills
short.
to fight Merrick. We'll do it.
You need a drink now.
I'd have to go like I'd have to go to the kitchen and grab one.
More of a joke.
They're,
than
they're all
anything.
on the top of my refrigerator.
Oh no way! This thing isn't fixed yet.
Oh, did you want to use it?
Yeah, let's do
Hold
that.
on a
I wanna
second.
use it.
Hold on a second.
Give
Let,
me-
let me just give
give me-
you. I'll give you a damaged mech as well, and then maybe we can.
We'll get both.
There we go.
Yeah, I think that thing.
See how we cheated? We cheated through it. Wait, where's Andrew Tate at? I want to get Andrew Tate back in here. There's Captain Tate is coming back in. Okay, so you... okay, so this actually could be a fight. Let me tell you what the biome is real fast. It's a cold biome. All right, I'm going to use Hatsune Miku because it's cold. A cold biome is probably good for the Hatsune Miku mech. I don't know. Let's load them up. Is it the big boys time? Big boys. There we go. The big boys. We're 5
We need a
tons
fourth-
off the mix.
We need a 4th crab. Oh well. Yeah, not deep.
I mean, there is the coyote custom, but like, I'm gonna use like
Yeah.
the privity on them. Which will either be a really good idea or a
This
really bad
bounty is
idea,
only
depending on
payable
my
if we
aim.
bring the
And my
entire
aim
group
is
to
sufficient
success.
at best.
So you will have to
Oh,
search the
long
area
range mech.
and ensure that
Okay,
everyone on
great.
our list is found.
Wait,
Nice.
wait. I'm gonna
Before we
cheat
can lock
again.
it in.
I'm gonna cheat.
No, wait, but the guys are gonna drop on us, aren't they? I smell it.
Okay, just let me know because I'm gonna detach the
No,
camera
no.
and start searching for them.
Nah, they lied. They're not.
I'm just setting a course towards, a direction, but I'm gonna start seeing if we can find out where they are.
They're obviously gonna be in that middle area, right?
Go in the
Game?
middle area? I'll look in the middle area.
Right?
Nothing here.
That big base to your right is the one that's marked.
This one over here? Wait, there's
Yeah.
somebody. I found an atlas,
Yeah, that's it.
but only an atlas. No, 2 atlas? Atlas? There are
Atlas.
atlas in here. Wait, can I go
Atlases.
under the map and look for them?
Oh my god.
Okay, we know that there's 2 atlas in, so I guess we need to take a left turn when we get to that opening. Option
We'll get there
3,
one day.
wait, we just got option 3. Option 3 is buffalo chicken bites. So all of them are chicken no matter what.
I'm still vibing with the barbecue chicken bites, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm going with the chicken strips. In order to, like, make it so that there's no consensus. I
really
had,
just
like, I had pizza today. I went to, like, Little Kaisar's.
What sort of pizza did you have?
Pretzel pizza.
Damn.
Pretzel pizza is, like, dirt cheap. Like, you don't understand. Like, fast food is, like, betraying us. Like, the fast food prices have been going up like crazy. Like, I went to Subway. Normally, Subway is a great deal. Normally, it's like $6 to $7 to get a sub. Now, the cheapest sub, the veggie sub, is like $6.50, and the subs that used to be like $7 are like $9. And I'm like, you have betrayed me.
Also, who the hell is eating a vegetable Subway? Like, that's gross.
Yeah, it's like I don't even know. I've never seen anyone order a vegetable sub either.
I would just never do that. Like,
I mean, I don't know, just
Not
get
just
just get like a piece of bread and throw some fucking lettuce on it or
because
something.
the first thing you see, right? I don't know how it works in America, but when you go in here in Britain, right? You go in and they're like, "What bread do you want?" You're like, "Okay, I want that bread." And then they like, "Oh, like so." The first thing you presented them was the meat. You pick a meat, and if you don't pick the meat, then what happens? They just stick it in the oven. They just toast it.
I have
So you
no
do, you just,
idea
like-
what they do.
You just put like some bread in the toaster and just putting like leaves on it, man. I'm not having that.
Approach with caution.
Target acquired.
It
That's
ain't
perverse.
it.
I need rid of this wall.
Incoming missile.
Oh my god, the wall's
It's a
so
little
annoying.
foggy.
I've not done this to a King
That
Crab Farm in
Atlas
a
is
long
ready
time.
to go down.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
What is that on the right hand side that is just
It
absolutely
is
annihilating
a
me?
partisan.
Target
What was the partisan? There's another King Crab K. Or not King Crab K, Atlas
That
K. My
Marauder's ready to
names
drop.
are-
missile. Target
I see the Atlas.
acquired.
We got our main guy. Good.
And
really
there's
gun
still a
free.
longbow in there. Oh, wait, behind us, behind us, behind us, behind us.
Oh, of course there would be.
We fulfilled
Forget about the
our
longbow.
contract,
You can't see
Commander.
us.
Let's get you out of here
Yeah,
now.
everything is getting more expensive though, and I'm just like, nah, it's not happening. But then there's Little Caesars, like Little Kaisars is like our last hope for like affordable fast food.
Target acquired.
They're holding the fort.
And they work even during the hurricane. Like when the hurricane hit last year, they were like, yeah, we're staying open during the hurricane.
Target acquired.
So like, Little Kaisars is now like, it's like the last hope. And they have a deal right now. You buy a pretzel pizza for $7, and then you get a 2-liter of soda for free. So that's what I've been eating lately. It's the like, you know, the dinner of champions. Pretzel pizza and Mountain Dew.
Target
Oh, of
acquired.
course they've decided to destroy my freaking torso again.
Incoming missile.
Working on this longbow.
Yeah, I need to just back out of this fight, unfortunately.
Oh my god, he's just got like a scratch. There we go. Down he goes.
Target acquired.
Do you want me to take us out?
Yeah, go ahead for it.
Go down.
That's everything
Okay,
too. We just destroyed the Manticore, so that's that. Yeah, I
Okay,
mean,
I thought it was
like,
closer than I was.
now, you know, in my opinion, I don't prefer heavy rifles, not because they're bad, but I just don't use them enough. So, like, if it were me, maybe I would use, like, AC5s, or maybe I would use LBX AC10s or something. But, I mean, this design on its own is quite good. Oh, shit, there you are.
No! I am too badly damaged for this. I forgot about this. Run away! Run away!
My center torso is a little beat up as well, so I'll have to be a little careful, but...
Well, everything of mine is beat up currently. I just need to run off. I am no use
Oh,
to
it's
no
a
man.
full lance. It's a full lance, boys.
Target Hammer shield.
Wilco, focusing fire.
Okay, we got one of them.
Destroyed.
Lens target received.
Oh, they are ripping me up really bad. They are all focusing fire on me. I gotta back off. My rear armor is stronger than my forward armor right now.
Tango, down.
Ow, 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 ow.
I'm so gonna get destroyed here. Yeah, I thought that was gonna happen.
Focus
Yeah, I'm
target
screwed.
Updated.
Target acquired.
All right, I'm gonna take out this charger then. Or not. Maybe I'll go for that Hatamoto Chi.
Target destroyed.
Oh, how am I still alive?
Okay, we got it.
Do you know, I think one of the issues with the King Crab car is, oh, that thing's gonna blow me up, is it? No, it's not. One of the issues with the King Crab car is, it gets so badly focus fired. I think it's just got like a big massive red target on it, and I think that's why it needs the heavy rifles. It needs to be able to just
Well,
like
yeah,
kill things in like
it
one
has,
shot.
like maximum, probably has like really like maximum
Yeah.
priority.
Like you genuinely need to just be able to destroy things in one shot. That's why it needs the heavy rifles, I think, to be honest. Like I've tried it so many times without them, and it just does not work.
What did you use this one on?
AC5 burst fires. I wanted to give that a go. I haven't done it in a long. And it was fine, but I just like it was doing a lot of damage. Just getting absolutely like peppered, and it's not fast enough to run away either. So you just have to take it. You need more long range, I think.
Yeah, it's definitely not ideal to like lead the attack with that kind of a
No.
mech, but at the same
And
time, it's like, what can you do?
You can't do much whenever they're in front.
I mean, look at the other
AC
mechs, like the King Crab Kaiju and the other mech, like didn't even get touched.
No, they don't care about those. The AC2 rapid fire was nice when I used it. I might go back to it again because you can just shoot it from like such a crazy distance. I might try it again.
This Hatamoto Chi had a melee weapon. Too bad we don't use the Hatamoto Chi, but interesting either way. I'll take some Lost Egg on this one.
Yeah, I want to redo that thing. I want to do it again and something else. I tried it. It didn't work.
Let's take this and that. All right, we'll take you back to a industrial.
This is
hub.
what we do.
We experiment. We try things.
That is true.
If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. It's as simple as that.
I mean,
I'm not
like,
timid. I'm
there
wrong.
are definitely weapons I avoid using, which is like the PPC. I just don't use the PPC, so there will be a playthrough, which will be the PPC playthrough, and then I will have no choice but to use the PPC.
Yeah, throw that thing in the bin and bring it back out again if you don't mind.
Sure. King Crab time. Throw him in there. Bring him out. Where is he? Where's the car at? There's the car. Boom.
Right, I know what I need. I need to just go back to what I know.
want to... I mean, we've already seen that this is not bad, but I kind of want to try... I just want to try something else just because I feel like trying something else, to be totally honest. I want to try... I want to try something else. I want to try... Where is 9 tons at? 9 tons. So some of these I know by their... we're going to do Ultra AC5s. Let's do 6 tons, just so I can really let them have it on the ammo. Then as many double heat sinks as I can. Which is... Oh, there's a missile slot, too. Am I going to do something with that missile slot? Maybe. I might do something with it. Oh, there's so the space is so inefficient. This is so much cooling. There's no reason to have this much cooling. Okay, so let's put on an LRM-10 with the Artemis system and 1 ton of Artemis, and then let's go ahead and trim back some of these heat sinks. That's still a lot. That's still a lot. Let's take off 1 more. 1 more ton of ammo just to really extra stock that up. And what we can do now is start going back into double heat sinks. There, just like that. Okay, so let's try... Is there any other way to sneak a double heat sink? And I don't think there is. Maybe there is. I'll see what I can do. I could do that. Oops. Oh, the ammo distribution is so ugly looking. There, 1 more double heat sink that we snuck in. If we're putting ammo in the middle of our in the center, we're just going to put the ammo there. It doesn't matter. There we go. Okay, so we're going to try that with Ultra AC5s. Let me go ahead and change the weapon groups.
Okay, this thing could be a bit weird. We'll try it, though.
So, AC5's here. PPC's here. LRM there. The Assault there. All right, we'll try that out. And, yeah, let's go find some more people to fuck up. Let's go rumble with the Dragoons.
God
Meme
damn, I hate the
Connoisseur says
Dragoons.
there's another crazy deal for pretzel pizzas. 2 topping, crazy puffs, and 2 liters of soda for $17.99. You know, the crazy puffs are, I mean, that's probably not a bad deal either. Like, it's probably more food than I need. Wait, we have, wait, we need this. We need this. The King Crab double OB, triple OB, I'm pretty sure we need that. Let me check my list to see if we need that.
I think you're right. I think that's the last one, actually.
King Crab, King Crab, King Crab. Yep, we need that. King Crab, it is. Bam. All right, so we got the King Crab. We'll put this in the cold storage for now. We'll use it later. Let's see if we can find a battle with the Dragoons, though. Dragoons those are the hardest missions of the game, are basically fighting against the Dragoons. So this is a good way to kind of put these mechs to the test. Dara says that talking about pizzas makes him want Pizza Hut and watch Spaceballs. I've always heard of that movie, but I have never seen it myself. This mission pays 600,000 C-bills. Get out of my sight.
Pizzas are so expensive here. Like Domino's and Pizza Hut and all that are
Oh,
so expensive.
what is the cheapest fast food over there?
Maybe McDonald's, I guess, probably the cheapest.
Oh
I would
god.
say.
We have a beachhead that the Dragoons will appear in, but it is a max difficulty beachhead.
Let's run that shit.
Okay, this is an example of a battle that can go really bad. This is potentially a dreadful idea, but we're gonna do it, chat.
Great one.
We're gonna do it, chat. So this is probably the hardest type of mission. This is probably the hardest, potentially the hardest mission in the game. Beachhead against the Wolf Dragoons.
And I want to tell you something. There's a mech that I love so much in this game. Archer 2S. I promise you, is not going to let us down. This thing here. Honestly, I'll tell you what, I might even just say this already. This might be my favorite mech of the whole playthrough so far because I didn't really even know what this thing was, if I'm being honest, before this. And this thing has not let me down once. And I have a feeling it's going to do it right now.
I'm not sure if I want to go with the Basilisk, because like the thing is, we do need some speed because of the artillery bombardment.
That's why I'm not taking a massive at all. I don't see the point.
So I'm gonna have them use this, and I'm gonna have them use.
They don't need to be fast, at least.
Yeah, it's not as important for them. I really don't want to lose a lot of high tier weapons, so we'll try that, I guess? Question mark. I might run in either the Basilisk or I'll run in the
Yeah, the Basilisk's not a bad shout. What
or
other
I'll
options
run
is
in
there?
the Agent Court. I'm not sure if I want to use the or even the Michael Jackson could be quite good as well.
Yeah, MJ.
Michael Jackson's a good choice. The Agent Court's
The
a good choice.
the Dragon Slayer as well.
The Dragon Slayer. I mean, we actually have a surprising number of good choices here. I
don't think you have a wrong answer.
I kind of want to use the Agent Court.
Nice.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna use the Agent Court.
So,
Wait,
what's
432
curious?
armor versus how much armor do I have on the Basilisk? 496. So pretty similar. Yeah, I'll do the Basilisk. I'll use the Basilisk.
That Basilisk's quite similar.
You
to
think we
the,
should take some damage
Cyclops.
coverage? Let's see what 2 damage coverage would do. An extra 1.2 million C-bills or 70. Yeah, 72 cents. Funk it, we ball. All
Yeah,
right,
honestly,
let's do this.
I vibe with this. I really do. Like, if you're going into this, you're not going into this to get destroyed, are you? You're going into this to, like,
I mean,
we're coming at this unscathed.
I mean, if
We're not
here's the
losing
thing.
a weapon.
If we get fucking destroyed, saving 1.2 million C-bills is not going to make
It's
a
not-
difference.
No.
Like
it's
when
not- it
when
is
one
not
of our
a
mechs that's
drop.
worth like 15 million C-bills gets destroyed, I'm not going to be like, well, at least we paid like 13 million C-bills in losses instead of 15.
Yeah, that's valid.
Our employer promises to land a few extra
I don't
units
believe
to
the damage
help you
coverage, I'm not
out.
gonna lie.
So I think we should be able to do this without alerting the main base, but the main key is we really need to avoid unnecessary damage. Because what's going to happen is it's going to be the Dragoons plus a normal Lance, and they're just all going to jump in all at once, and it'll be a big, ugly,
Acquired.
a really big, ugly orgy, basically.
Enemy destroyed.
I know if I can get behind one of those lances, I can destroy at least 3 mechs.
Shared target identified.
Well, they
I'm
will
so sure
prefer
of it.
me over you. That's for sure.
Oh, well, you say that, but this guy's attacking me, so
We're on your
yeah,
target,
shoot someone else.
Commander.
Please.
All right, I'm going to set
It's
a
only
beeline
recruit.
on that Centurion then, if he's going
Why
after
you
you.
recruit? Nah, he's not anymore. He's attacking the early guys.
Got his main weapon.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Why the hell is that guy only a recruit?
Radar dish down.
Target
Probably because he's
destroyed.
from Davion. He doesn't know any better.
Right, I'm gonna. Do you want to see if we can snipe this one without having to attack it? Then we'll not.
Yeah, sure. I mean, if we can find like the hill or something to shoot at it.
Destroyed.
But I can shoot that from here. Yeah, I can get that from here. Nice. Right, forget that one.
Target destroyed.
Enemy destroyed.
Oh, it didn't count.
It could be out of range, like the missiles may run out of fuel.
Target Panther.
I know it's just like it's destroyed, but this is a second one maybe.
What a great shot by that Panther.
Target acquired.
Target received. Engage.
It looks like the defenses are pretty light here, so I think it's okay. Let me tell you something, Chad. Like, this is not an easy mission, so I am going to lock in on this.
Target acquired.
So if you're expecting some, like, you know, Ohio commentary, some, like, ooh-woo, get stuff, that's not going to happen on this one. We're going to be really, I'm going to be focused on this one.
Destroyed.
Target acquired.
I destroyed that before we got here. Why is it only destroyed now? Wasn't it registered? Right, we need to go back. Back to the wall again.
Target destroyed.
All right, I'm giving it a wide respect.
Yeah, me too. I am not even interested. I'm going straight to the side of this place.
So far, the resistance, I mean, we destroyed that Centurion. That's really not saying too much, though.
It was recruit.
Eddie says, how do you deal with the crappy allied AI in this game? You need to be a little bit artistic with it, because otherwise you don't really do a lot. But if you can get creative with it, you can use the AI to distract the enemy and whatnot. It's a bit, it takes a lot of know-how, though. Like, I can use the AI to get their attention so that I can get behind them and, like, deliver some back shots, but that's, like, it takes a bit of know-how. I'm gonna swing wider. I'm gonna hug the side of the wall.
Quite often a random patrol as well, so let's just be mindful of that. Yep, there we go. I just had a feeling that was going to happen.
Commander.
It's almost like clockwork. You play this game this much.
Ooh, man.
Nice.
Nice work. Your down
Clean.
target is about
That's
to go
clean.
critical.
There's the satellite
be it.
uplink. Helicopters from behind.
Something.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Good job.
Destroyed. Target
I got 4
acquired.
tons of ammo on my LBX AC-10, so I'm not too... I'm willing to shoot some ammo at less important targets just to save a few more points of armor, but we got a hatchetman. Oh, that's good. That's a
Target
low threat.
acquired.
Got a J. Edgar in there alongside that hatchetman.
Burn that target down.
Moving in. How goes the instant action simulation? I actually really like the instant action simulation, so for me, I mean, it's great. Like we're anticipating this to be quite a fight. Like we expect this to be a pretty challenging battle because this is a level 100 battle with the Wolf Dragoons.
Target acquired.
So we're playing a little more seriously than we normally would.
Target
I'm
destroyed.
telling you right now, the Dragoons are going to suck it real good. I hate them.
Watch it be like 4 Annihilators or like, you know, like 2, it's gonna be like 2 Marauder 2s, like 2 Annihilators, something like just all elite pilots, just the fattest boys possible.
Probably.
If we get lucky, we might see some artillery. I detected an artillery,
Yeah, one right in front of me.
New target spider.
a spider,
We'll go.
not a huge threat.
Fire.
Yeah, but has he got any friends? Yep, he does.
Target acquired.
That's only a cicada.
We are on your target, Commander.
Don't crash into me, you asshole.
Target destroyed.
Ledge target received.
2 spiders. Not the biggest threats. Not. I mean, I like that it's not the biggest threats.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Okay, it looks like you got that under control. So I'm gonna beeline it over to the artillery cannons. Who are the Wolf Dragoons? The Wolf Goons, the Wolf Gooners, the furriest Gooners in all of the Inner Sphere. They are the top-rated mercenary
That's one set
company.
done.
Like, they're like the deadliest mercenaries because they are cheaters. They come from the clans.
We don't like the clans.
Yep. Specifically, they are from Clan Wolf. I mean, I guess it's kind of in the name. Spoiler alert.
Target acquired.
What do we got in there? There's a mech in there. There's a medium mech. Another hatchman. That's good. Man, bringing in the shitty mechs. We love to see it.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Coordinating our attack.
Moving in on the hatchetman. Oh, God.
Target
Got
destroyed.
wasted.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
That's the last radar
All right,
installation
so we
on the
get
list.
our
Objective complete.
reinforcements. We're in pretty
Okay.
good condition.
Guns are now
Before we go any
online.
further, I'm gonna check this corner. These corners. Do you wanna?
Good idea, good idea.
I'll go check the other corner.
Tango down.
Target destroyed.
Some
I can
people
tell
may
you right now,
not
I do
think
not-
small laser makes much of a difference, but I don't know. I'm like a surgeon with small laser.
I love small lasers. You get 3 or 4 of them on a mech. They feel really nice, don't they?
There's our promised support. Friendly dropship.
All right, let's see what they dropped us. Wait, we got a light mech.
Alpha 1-1, this is Whiskey 6-1.
So fire.
It's a
starter.
fire
I'm gonna deal with
starter.
AA installation. Heard you could use a little backup. We're on our way
All
in.
of our allies
Stand by,
deal with
2
that.
mics. Whiskey
I will be
6-1
so
out.
upset if they struggle. Wait, there's a medium mech as well.
Target acquired.
They dropped an assassin. Okay, I'm gonna rally with our guys because I don't know what's going on right now.
Focus target
Are you happy enough?
I did not check the far corner because, like I said, the enemies are here. I want to make sure that nothing goes wrong.
Pretty close over here. I'm gonna leave you guys with it. I think you've just got one enemy on you.
Yeah, we just have this assassin right now. Okay, he's down.
Target acquired.
Couple of tanks there.
Target
A lot of
Helicopters
yeah, a
are
lot of
here.
junky enemies here.
target destroyed.
I want to
actually see any
regroup
artillery.
with our allied. Our allies are not good. We got a Phoenix Hawk, we got a quick draw, and a
Target
hatchetman.
acquired.
Hmm. Sure seems to suck.
Target destroyed.
Okay,
any
all
artillery
of the
here?
pursuit forces are down, so I'm gonna go check to see if there's any artillery cannons over here. Wait, we got another
There's no-
mech that's alerted. We got another quick
Okay.
draw.
I'm gonna conversion to quick draw. I don't see any artillery. What's the chances the artillery is back where we started?
It's probably in the top left corner.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have thought to look there though. Eddie says, I heard Wolf and thought, wait, these guys are clanners? Why are they using inner sphere mechs? Wait, there's a medium mech closing in on me.
Burn that target down.
We're on the Shadowhawk right now. He's an elite, so he is taking a beating. Down he goes.
Target acquired.
The quick draw is confused by the terrain. We just got rid of that Shadowhawk, though. I'm glad we're knocking a lot of them out as stragglers. Like, that is good news.
Yeah. That is good news.
Are we using any mods? I'm using two. I'm using Mech Attribute Viewer, which allows me to see any of the hidden statistics on the mechs. And I'm also using Mech Delivery, which allows me to buy any mech or weapon of any quality I want,
Target destroyed.
regardless of if I can find them or not. Those are the only
There's an
mods I'm
artillery?
using. Where's... Oh, okay, it's over there. I'm now checking
There-
the bottom corner of the map.
There are actually quite a few of them here.
Artillery emplacement destroyed.
Okay, there's nothing here. I'm going to regroup with you right now.
Destroyed.
I still haven't triggered the base, so the artillery won't waken up
But
when I see.
I don't have any mods that are installed that affect like the combat statistics of the mechs. So all of the mechs are using vanilla plus DLC mechs and vanilla plus DLC weapons with vanilla plus DLC stats. We might get lucky and maybe they are going to go a little easy on us on these missions, but I'm not going to assume it just because once the Wolf Dragoons drop, like that's like often 8 mechs that you have to deal with all at once.
And they're all big.
And they're typically all elite. That's like the real problem. If they were like green, recruit, or even veteran, that wouldn't be nearly as big of a deal. It's just the fact that they're elite, so they get like 50% damage reduction or something stupid like that.
Yeah, I don't see any more artilleries here, fortunately enough.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
just gonna pick my head over this. I'm just gonna let me pick my head over this hill because
Oh,
I
yeah,
will
that's
see
fine.
to the bottom of the map, and then we'll know for sure. Because I would rather get rid of them before we have to attack any of these guys if there are any. I just killed 4 there a minute ago, so there are still some around. I don't see any in the distance, but I can't see the full way around the corner. I think we should
You
just
want me
go
to
for it.
use the drone? Okay. While the sheriff is regrouping, I'll use the drone. Drone
I don't feel
cam.
it at all. So, yep, okay, I'll reunite.
I mean, this looks like a little... Okay, that's not an artillery cannon. That's some type of radio tower.
I think we're clear, to be honest.
Yeah, I think we're good. If we're not good, oh well. We've done our due diligence. I'm heading towards you right now.
Yep, me too.
I'm
No, I
wondering
wanna
if
make
our
sure-
allies lured them out, just because we did have some guys that were pursuing our reinforcements.
Well, they might not have loaded in yet since we haven't
That's
triggered it.
also
I'm not
true.
sure. Yeah.
Maybe they lured away the static guards, and when they spawn
I
in, they
hope
won't
so,
have their static
yeah.
guards with them.
I hope so.
I'm not going to go inside the base because I don't want to confuse our AI.
Me neither. I do, whenever the final guys attack, I do want to make sure I am like between us and them. I don't want to be. I want to like be in a nice position to flank. That's what
Yeah.
this mech is good at.
The problem is we have to think of quickly, just because we don't know where the dropships are going to land.
Yeah, I will probably just make a run for it, to be honest, and just not shoot anyone.
I'm in really good
Okay.
condition, so I can like lead the attack
Yep.
temporarily.
I might let you lead the attack on this base. There's only one defending unit left, actually, so
Target acquired.
your instincts were correct. The guys did ragdoll them away.
Target destroyed.
I wonder what it is.
I'm going to proceed on the right side.
Target acquired.
Okay, following.
There it is. It's a Centurion.
Engagement on Lead's target.
He's not focused on me, so I'm just going to pull on up. Looks like you got him before I had to do anything.
Yeah, he's your crew. I wasn't interested in wasting time on him. Right.
Time to
I'm
get a
just going
car
to hide and
wash.
capture. We got 3 choppers coming in.
Keep the area clear of enemy units. Stay nearby.
I'm just going to hide from them because I basically do nothing else with
Out of
enemy.
the area, while our ground troops deal with any locals and our techs hack into the control systems.
Okay, that's the end of
seven,
them?
We impression
7
on
enemies and then
Enemy
probably
aircraft
8
inbound.
in the final assault, so
They're going to
we got a little bit of work to
We
do
have a
here.
commando on its way.
fan out and take
I'll be one of them.
defensive positions. Prepare for incoming
I'm gonna have
Yeah,
our
I don't-
guys just attacking the commando.
If I don't have to fight here, I'll try my best not to. If I do, then I will.
Just gonna knock this turret out. You're inside the capture still, right? Because I don't need to be in it as
Yep,
well.
yeah, I am, yep.
Additional artillery. There's still some artillery out there. Prepare for more bombardment.
Really? No, it couldn't be.
That's it for the artillery.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
We'll make the invasion much easier.
Scorpion 1300 meters away, and another Scorpion 1200 meters away, so I guess they probably count as 2 of the enemies.
Oh, that's so
And another
annoying.
Scorpion. 3 Scorpions.
I'm not
all
gonna
outside.
go too
Is-
far away from the base because I don't know
No.
when they're gonna drop. But I
Has anyone got
will.
LRMs? No.
No, I didn't
not
use the
sure.
agent cord.
King Crab does, but he is obviously interested in using them.
Eddie says it's crazy that it took the Inner Sphere centuries to put a hatchet on a mech. It's not that they didn't have the technology to do it. I think it's just they thought that it just wouldn't be effective.
How wrong they were.
Yeah, it turns out it's actually really effective. It's also just like probably just a stupidity on the writers. You know, like, oh, it took forever to put a melee weapon on the mech. Wow. There's probably the writers just being goofballs. Okay, what is this up here? It's a Scorpion. All right, I'm heading back. I'm heading back. Got a drop ship by me.
You need to be careful not to kill them.
It's
We wanna
right
get
on
rid
top
the-
of me.
Touching down.
We don't want to fight these guys. We want to make sure we get the wolf dragoons first.
Man, I really want to hit them when they're out
Hey,
with an
they are.
ambush, though.
Approaching the area.
I know.
Be on the lookout.
The dragoons
They're
are
not
on
focusing on me. They're not focusing on me.
Okay, right.
Target acquired.
They're not focusing on me right now.
Probably not the worst way this could have went, actually.
I really don't like the situation I'm in at the moment. Yeah, okay, they're engaging now.
Oh, they're attacking me. Well,
The fight's beginning.
they're all on me. Everything's on me.
If you need to fall back, go for it. I'm trying to get
think
this
that's
guy
right.
with the back shots. This is going to be an ugly fight. I can feel it.
Destroyed. Target acquired.
Get moving in.
I'm just
Come on,
going to...
Annihilator.
Target destroyed.
I'm going for this Warhammer. All right, they're on me, which is good temporarily. I'm just going to drive by them.
Phoenix Hub. Heat critical.
Annihilator dead.
All right, I'm having them finish the Warhammer.
Enemy mech eliminated.
The Centurion's arm is down. I'm leaving the rest of it for someone else. His weapons are disabled.
Heat critical. Target destroyed.
Well, I'm surprised how surgically we did that. Like that took a lot. That took a lot of discipline right there. Like the chat, you may not be. You'd be like, what the hell just happened in that fight? But the fact that I did not shoot them as soon as they dropped, like that was the discipline there. Like I did not shoot them as soon as they dropped, which gave Sheriff and the other half of the AI a chance to kind of start their fight. And then, like, basically, like, the AI got really confused on who to begin shooting at. That's what happened in that fight. The enemy AI was basically like, damn, who do we start shooting? So they started shooting one of my AI. Then they stopped and started shooting the Sheriff. Then they stopped and started shooting me, so we split their damage in like 3 different directions, and then it just became like a massive brawl. But that was just enough time to dismantle them before they were able to... Because like, the real threat when you got like 8 decent piloted mechs is if all 8 of them choose one person to attack. Because even if you destroy all 8 of them, you're not going to destroy all 8 of them before they probably destroy that one guy. And if it's a good mech of yours that they destroy, the loss of that one mech can be just as valuable as whatever the combined payment is. So it's like that went basically perfectly. Even though it looked very chaotic, it was going to be kind of chaotic no matter what, but it went, like, basically perfectly. In fact, that's probably one of the best takedowns we've had on the Wolf's Dragoons. I don't expect to be able to do that, like, just, like, twice in a row. Now, look at the lies here. We were supposed to get, like, 16 million C-bills out of that, and they're giving us 8 million. That is cap.
That is straight cap. Do you know... It went pretty much how I wanted it to go. I know you were a bit overwhelmed by the fact there was 8 like just standing in front of you, but I just wanted them all on the line because I just knew that Archer 2S could get behind that Annihilator and blast him. And to be honest, the rest, once you got rid of the Annihilator, they only had 3 medium mechs, so what certainly wasn't the worst roster I've ever seen the Dragoons throwing out. Yeah, I think that went really nicely as well. And look at, if we had taken that 1.5 million damage coverage, we would have wasted it because we only took 400,000 damage, and I did 3,000 damage. Holy crap, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's
that
true.
Make us,
That,
like
I said,
really
that was a bit special though. Like normally we do not defeat the Wolf Dragoons so effectively. Like that's, like I said, that's probably one of our best Dragoons takes. In fact, that's probably one of our best executed beachheads I've seen in a while.
That's a very good, yeah, it was a very good one.
So the hero mech is the Yen Loang. That would be Kylard Liao's mech, which we're not going to use. Just gonna throw it right in here. Let's go ahead and see how much money we raked in. We're up to 66 million. I'm going to go ahead and sell all of the mechs that we salvaged just so we can see. So the Archer 2R, 1.2 million. Blackjack 3, 560k. Centurion A, about 600k. Centurion 1.2 million. The Corsair, 3 million. You definitely want to salvage Corsairs. Corsairs are worth a lot of money, even if they're not very effective.
Yeah.
You're paying for the engine. The engine is what they're paying for. Cicada 3M, 2.8 million. Same kind of thing. Cicadas have a really big engine. That's why they're worth so much to sell. A 3M, 2.2 million. A 3M, 2.8 million. Commando 1D, 400,000. A Firestarter S, 600,000. And Hatchetman 3F, 550,000. See how much less they're worth. Like I said, the engine makes a really big difference. Locust, 420,000. We've got a longbow worth 2 million. So like that Cicada was worth more than a longbow because of the engine. Quick Draw 4H, 1.1 million. Once again, Cicada worth more than a Quick Draw because of the engine. Why do we have so many mechs in cold storage? These are either mechs that you want. So basically what we do is we have the viewer designs, viewer builds. So I have a huge list of mechs that you want me to make. So some of these are the mechs that you want me to make. Not you specifically, but people voted for them. And then there are also the mechs you guys voted for. We have to collect one of every model of mech for the mechs you voted for. That's why we have so many of them. And then I just kind of collect the hero mechs just to like see which hero mechs we have. So, like, for example, the Annihilators were voted for, the Archers were voted for. This is a hero mech, hero mech, hero mech. The Blackjack was voted for, hero mech, hero mech. The Commando was voted for. The Crab was voted for. Hero mech, hero mech, hero mech. This one can get sold. That is worth 1.2 million. Hero Mech, the Flea was voted for, Grasshopper was voted for, Hero Mech, the Hatchetman was voted for, the Jaeger Mech was voted for, the Javelin was voted for, Hero Mech, the King Crab was voted for, the Kintaro was voted for, Marauder 2 and Marauder 1 voted for, Hero Mech, the Panther was voted for, Hero Mech, the Shadowhawk was voted for, Hero Mech, Hero Mech, Hero Mech, Hero Mech, Hero Mech. The Victor was voted for, Hero Mech, Hero Mech. That is why those mechs are in the cold storage. The playthrough is not done until we collect every single mech, and then we will build every single mech into something that's hopefully viable, and then we will use all of your mechs. I will play them, then I will redesign them a bit into something that, might be a little more my preference, but still inspired by your design. And then when the playthrough is done, I'll probably take a week or two off of MechWarrior 5 so I don't burn myself out because, I've been playing it for like 5 years. And then I will host another vote. And then you guys will get to vote for the next batch of mechs. And eventually, after all the playthroughs are done, I will have used and modified every single variant in the game, and then I will be able to say I have an educated opinion on every single mech and every single mech variant in the game. And then after that, I will do the hater playthroughs. I will do a playthrough of the weapons I really don't like, such as the PPC. We will do the PPC playthrough where every single mech has to be a mech that we will use any combination of mechs. The mech doesn't matter as long as it's a mech that can use at least one PPC, and it can't be a PPC X. We'll have some PPC X mechs just to kind of push through the game if we get stuck, but I will try not to use PPC X mechs. And then I will be able to say, by the end of it, by being forced to use PPC, if PPC is good or not, because I think PPC is the worst weapon in the game. But we will know by the end of it. Jet Knight Gaming says, quick question, favorite and least favorite mech? There are too many mechs that I actually really like. That's been a side effect of this playthrough. A side effect of this playthrough is that we keep finding mechs that are surprisingly good. So it's actually kind of tough to pick a particular one. In this particular playthrough, the mech that's really, really proven itself to be very effective is the Archer 2S has been very good, and the Archer 2P. The Archer 2P has also been an extremely effective mech. The Archer series in general, yeah.
Honestly, the Archer is so good. Like, and even if you don't the Archer 2S, the Agent Court, and the 2P could frontline any lance at all, like in any mission type. But even if you want just some like AI mechs, you can easily just build some LRM boots. Like, honestly, the Archer is a phenomenal mech chassis in my opinion. Like, really good.
I mean, one that we haven't really brought back is the Archer 2K because it had the double PPCs, double SRM6, but we didn't have double
was
heat
great too.
sinks. But now with
Yeah,
double
we
heat
did get rid of
sinks,
it,
the
yeah.
twin PPCs, twin SRM6, like that would be really good.
That's
now.
gonna be nasty as well. I can
So-
answer your question though, Jet Knight Gaming. Banshee 3S, in my opinion, is not only my favorite, and I would die on the hill. It is the best mech in the game. That thing is freaky as all hell. And least favorite, I don't know, maybe like Cicada. It's just
if I had to
hot
pick,
trash.
I really like the Mauler. The Mauler is one of my favorite
Yeah,
mechs.
the Mauler's nice.
I really like the Mauler. I really like the Stalker. I mean, there's a lot of there's really good individual mechs. Like honestly, the Basilisk is really nice as an individual mech. The Agent
King Crab
Court
car.
is really nice. The King Crab car. The Skokomish, the Victor Skokomish,
And the SA3.
the Highlander vest is really good. Like the thing is, when you say there's so many mechs that are actually really good now. Like and across all of the weight classes, it's really hard to say one. The Banshee 3S is really nice. We made some really nasty ones. It's hard for me to
What about
say.
you? What about this guy? I wonder what his favorite and least favorite.
Yeah,
mech
chat.
is.
What are
Curiosity.
your favorite and least favorite mechs, chat? My least favorite mech, I don't know. Probably, yeah. What do I never use? The Urban Mech I never use. The Cicada I never use.
Charger 1A1?
Yeah, the Charger I never use. I'm not a fan of the Atlas. I would much rather use the Atlas than those mechs, but I'm not a fan. I don't like the Atlas. I'm not a big fan of the Locust. I know you can do stuff with the Locust, but I just don't care. I just don't want to use the Locust. The Spider, I do like the Anansi, but the other Spider models I don't like. It's really just the mechs I don't like are the mechs that are either absurdly slow for no reason at all, or the mechs that are just designed for dedicated reconnaissance and they're not designed for combat. Because in this game, you don't need reconnaissance, you need combat, and you can't deploy swarms of mechs. You can only deploy like 4. So this game is all about deploying the 4 highest quality mechs that you can do. Jim Struckman says, have you done the Highlander yet? Yes. In a previous season, we did the Highlander playthrough. Yeah, so last season we did the Highlander playthrough. And if you want to know what is the best Highlander, just the quick answer is the Highlander vest. The Highlander vest was really, really good.
Yeah, it was absolutely crazy, wasn't it?
Meme Connoisseur says his favorite mechs are the Grasshopper, the Atlas, and the Nightstar. The Grasshopper is actually also quite good. Where is... I don't know, maybe we don't have the melee one yet? Yeah, this one is really nice with the melee weapon. This one has twin PPCXs. I haven't been able to use it yet, but, like, this one is going to be really nice. Like, no one needs to... Is 2 PPCXs and 4 medium pulse lasers going to be good? No one needs to ask that. We all know it's going to be good. This one also has... this one's also really good. It's like another knuckle model. The Michael Jackson is really good. Twin PPCXs, LB10X, 2 pulse lasers. That's really good. The Grasshopper is really good now. Like, once they introduced PPCX, the Grasshopper abruptly became extremely good.
Yeah, it did.
So it's really nice. Dara says his least favorite is the Spider, Cicada, Urban Mech. His favorite is the Cyclops 11P.
Yeah,
that's a really
great.
good one. That's a really
It's
good
a
one as well.
phenomenal mech as well.
Yeah, that's why I said, like, there's so many. There's actually a lot of mechs that are decent. Even if you don't want to use, like, whatever's considered the best mech, the second best, the third best, the fourth best, the fifth best, the sixth best, you don't even need. You could get, like, the 10th or the 20th best mech, and they're still going to actually be really badass. There's actually that's something that's really nice about MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries. There's a really wide variety of mechs that are very good, and typically every chassis has a variant that's really good. And same with weapons. Even if you don't use whatever is considered the best weapon in the game, which, like, I guess technically, if you really had to put something on it, it's probably either the heavy rifle or the Gauss rifle. But those do require a lot of accuracy, especially if you're not cranking your aim assist up. But if you use the second, or the third, or the fourth, or the fifth best weapon, or the sixth, or the 10th best weapon, you can still do very good because the game balance is healthy enough that you don't need to use the best weapon in the game, and you can still do extremely well, even with, like, the 7th best weapon in the game. So, like, the game balance overall is pretty healthy in MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries. I do definitely think it's different than Clans, where Clans, it's pretty obvious that lasers are really what you want to use. But in Mercenaries, you can use almost anything you want. Even the weapons that I don't consider very good, you can still make them work. Like I said, I don't like the PPC. I have trouble making the PPC work, but at the same time, I can still make it work if I have to, and you'll get to see that, or you'll get to see me get totally owned in the PPC playthrough, one way or the other. Nick Refuse says, I found the Hatamoto Chi SG somewhere, and it's silly fun. I don't remember what the SG is equipped with. It might be the melee one. Jet Knight Gaming says, the least favorite is the Cicada, the most favorite is the Hunchback 4J, and the ON1 VA. Is that the Orion? The Orion VA? Not sure which. I think that's what that one is. Dara says the final series should be doing a model tier system. I will probably do a tier system. It's taken me years to eventually make a tier system, but I don't really like doing tier lists unless I know what I'm talking about, and I can't claim to really know what I'm talking about unless I have used every single mech and every single weapon, because there's certain weapon systems that I still don't really know how good they work. Like, I don't know how good ECM is, honestly. Like, it's supposed to do something, and it might do something, but I will do a playthrough where we have to use mechs that use electronic weapons. Obviously, we'll use whatever we want until they're invented, but once we actually build up some mechs that use ECM and whatnot, yes, we will use only mechs that have Beagle active probe, ECM, anti-missile system. Maybe we'll even throw jump jets into the list, you know, just mechs like that. Like, because I don't like jump jets, so maybe we'll do a jump jets playthrough. We'll do an electronic weapons playthrough. We'll do the PPC playthrough. And those are all the things that I'm very doubtful of, where I'm like, yeah, I just don't think jump jets are good. I just don't think PPC is good. I don't know. I know Beagle active probe is useful. I don't know how useful AMS is, and I don't know how useful ECM is. But that's why I'll do an entire playthrough where we will find out the answer to those. We will find out. And if I still can't get to the bottom of it by the end of it, then I will officially be able to say, I just don't fucking know. And I don't have a problem saying that. I don't need to know everything. I am comfortable with being able to say, I just don't know. It's always a possibility. Anyways, let's save, because we are running up on time. But before I go, I will... Oh, yeah, so I guess I didn't show you... This is how we chose our color scheme. I'll load up. If you ever want to... I will show you how to copy a color scheme. If you've ever wanted to know... If you ever wanted to be like, hey, I want my character to look exactly like... Or my mech to look exactly like something, I will show you how to do that. Using a little bit of Photoshop magic. You probably can do it with any paint, but I will show you how to do it real quick. Because we had to have Privity Hatsune Miku for like the less educated out there. But if you want to have a particular color scheme for a mech, so let me go ahead and do nothing so I don't have to hear Rihanna's ugly voice, the Corsair Privity. All right, this is its standard color scheme right here. And what we can do, go to paint. You need to see these hex codes right here. And so what you do is, let me go ahead and delete all of this. Copy. And then I will delete. Okay. So we get an image that we want. And then I just get rid of these. And what you do, if you want a particular color scheme, you need to use a tool known as the eyedropper tool. You can see here, it should be called the eyedropper across basically everything. The eyedropper tool allows you to take a sample of a particular color. So let's take her outfit there, and then what we will do is paint. And now you can see here that what I did is I painted the mathematically exact color of what the eyedropper took. Next, we'll take her leathers, and let's take the darker section of the leathers because the light distorts the color a little bit. That's the color of her leathers. And then we'll do her hair color right about there. Then you paint it here. Now, you don't have to paint it there. I'm just using it as a demonstration. But what you're going to do is sample it, and then this is where the color is chosen, and you get a hex code. This hex code here can be copied, and then, bam. So we just copied that one over. Now, we can do this one. We click the little square up here. This is our hex code. And then we go here, and we can copy and paste. Good. We need one more. Here's the hex code. And then we paste it right here. And let me change it to, I think we're using, I forgot what color scheme. I think we do we use Mountain Line? I think we use Mountain Line. I forgot what color I think I use Mountain Line. But, yeah, and then you can basically get the exact color scheme that you want. You might be able to do it with a paint as well. Like, I use Photoshop just because I'm familiar with it, but that allows you to get the literally mathematically exact color scheme that you are looking for. And that's exactly what I did. Because knowing a thing or two about editing, I guess. Anyways, let's take a look at the, what do you call it? The schedule. So first off, if you want me to use your mechs, that's a pretty big deal. Do you want me to use your mech on stream? If the answer is yes, then join the Discord. There is a link down in the chat right now. All you gotta do when you go in, you go to the city gates, you go to verify enrolls, and the first post, you just click this check mark once. Once you do that, you will be able to post in most places in the Discord. And what you want to do is go to the category called the Entertainment District. That's where all of the games are located. And then go to MW5 Viewer Builds. This is where you can submit your builds. And if you submit the correct build is one of the mechs that was voted for. If you look in the pinned comments, which is up here in the top right corner, it'll tell you which mechs were voted for. So, you know, the Flea Panther, Commando, Javelin, Shadowhawk Crab, Hatchetman, Kintaro, Blackjack, Marauder, Jaeger Mech, Grasshopper, Archer, Annihilator, King Crab, Victor, Marauder 2, Corsair. If you choose any one of those mechs, all you got to do is what everyone else is doing. Go into instant action and put your build in. It doesn't matter. I may not be able to use the same quality of the weapons that you post, but post a compatible mech with the build. If you want, you can also put your color scheme. Make sure that the hex code is visible when you choose the color scheme, if available, and then I will do it. I will name it after you, and I will then ping you, and you will know which stream that I use it in, and then I will use it, the sheriff will use it, and then when we're done, we may modify it, but we will try to keep it similar to how you designed it. And then we will, you know, we'll design something that's, you know, like perhaps it suits our preferences a little bit more, but still very much inspired by what you were attempting to do or what you did do with the mech one way or the other. Now, if the mech really stinks, I'll be polite about it. I will politely tell you that the mech stinks. However, it's also important to know why a mech stinks, if in the event it stinks. I'll also say, if you design a mech that's just out of my weapon familiarity, I can also say that. Like, I don't have a problem if I don't understand. Like, if your mech is like, I'm like the PPC god and I do all headshots with PPCs, I will be the first to tell you that I am not going to get the effectiveness out of it that you can, because I just don't have enough familiarity with the PPC. But if you create a mech that does not work, then it will just become a study on why the mech didn't work and what we can do to adjust it so that it does work. Because it's important to know why a mech doesn't work as much as it's important to know why a mech does work. That's why I use bad mechs, bad weapons, because they become a puzzle to solve. How to optimize them without necessarily just turning them into a carbon copy of what I would have made. That's basically the way that works. So that's what you can do if you want me to use one of your mechs. Before I let you go, though, I will show you the schedule so you know what I'm playing next and where I'm going to play them. Take a look at the schedule. So, schedule this week. Today is the 9th. It's a Monday. We are doing MechWarrior 5, obviously today at 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time on YouTube. Tomorrow, I will be finishing up Deltarune. Hopefully, I am not, playing myself, because I am going to get it done no matter what. That will be on Twitch at 4 p.m., and that will be streamed as long as it takes for me to beat the game, because the next day, on the 11th, Stellar Blade is coming out on PC with the Goddess of Victory Nikke collaboration, and I am going to be playing that. It will be at 6 p.m. onwards, specifically because the game won't be out at 4 p.m. So whenever it's out, I will download the game and I will play it there. So if you want to see some sexy robot bitches fighting, that's exactly what Stellar Blade is about, chopping people up with some sexy android bitches. We will be doing that for the next 3 days. And then on Saturday, I will be back on MechWarrior 5, 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. The Sheriff may or may not be with me. If he's busy, I will run solo. If he's not busy, then he'll be here as well. Sunday, I usually don't stream, so next Sunday, I typically take that as a day off to get the next streams going, unless something is really important and I got to do it anyways. Anyways, that is what you need to know for today. So if there's any final questions, I'll answer them. Otherwise, I would say that is that. Very happy with how we handled those wolf goons. They came in trying to get their gooning session in, but we broke their edging streak. Sent them packing, unfortunately. Did a good job, either way.
I agree.
Okay, well, it doesn't look like there's any questions, so let's get out of here. So that's the end of this. As usual, thanks for being such a real chat. And, I'll see you guys later. So, Fox and the Sheriff are dipping out. So, deuces, everyone, and remember that you don't have to be good to get good.